If you're that tired, go home.
Can't leave you on your own, can I?
What'd you let her drive for?
How many times do I have to tell you? She just took off.
Yeah, well, you saw the mess she was in when she got here. If anything happens to her...
Mr. Webster, you can see your wife now.
Want me to come with you?
No.
This way, Mr. Webster.
Sal, please. There's no need to cry. It's all over now.
You're not mad at me, are you?
Of course I'm not. At least you're in one piece. That's all that matters. Is it hurting?
The worst is a broken ankle, Mr. Webster. Promise not to wake the other patients and I'll let you stay and keep her company.
Thanks, nurse.
The crash, Kev, it wasn't my fault. Something went wrong.
It couldn't have done, Sal.
One moment I was on the track and then the next it was out of control.
Sal, I checked that car over myself.
But I tried keeping it on the track, Kev. And everything I did, it just didn't seem to make any difference.
Well, you're okay. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. I promise you.
Sal, Mrs. Webster, is she going to be all right?
She'll recover. She's a strong girl.
Look, can you tell her husband I'm going? If he needs me, I'll be at the garage, looking at the banger.
You can tell him yourself if you like.
Hey.
Come for your breakfast?
No, I was just passing.
Not Jim's cafe, you know.
I've come to explain about last night.
What about it?
In the pub. Didn't want you to think I was ignoring you.
Weren't you?
No. Well, yeah, all right, suppose I was. I couldn't really talk to you with your mum there, could I?
I'm surprised you even noticed me.
Martin, game of football.
Yeah, can you just give us a couple of minutes, Nicky? That's a good lad.
Why can't you...
Nicky, out!
Of course I noticed you were there.
Well, you must have eyes in the back of your head then. Because from where I was sitting, all you were interested in was having a laugh with your mates.
I was having a bit of fun, that's all.
Oh, yeah? Laughing at a smutty joke, were you? Or swapping notes on recent conquests?
You think I've told them about us, don't you?
And what else would they be laughing at?
Are you paranoid, you?
Am I?
Yeah, I haven't told them. I haven't told anyone.
A young fella sleeping with an older woman. I bet you couldn't wait to give him the sordid details.
Oh, think you were that special I want to go shouting it from the rooftops, do you?
Where are you going?
Home.
What about the game of football you promised, Nicky?
I'm not taking this line down, Emily Bishop. I'm going straight round to that employment office and nail the bloke that put us out of a job.
Well, if you must know, I feel much the same as you about losing my job.
Ah, well, if you ask me, you've got a funny way of showing it.
Yeah, well, not everybody's as hot-headed as you are, Vera.
Listen, there's no hot-headed about fighting for what's rightfully mine. Anyway, I'll tell you this, when I get the compensation, you won't be complaining, will you? No, because then I'll be able to pay for this little lot, won't I?
Oi, 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 oi. Who said out about tick?
What? Not even for them that's out of work through no fault of their own?
I'm sorry, Vera. You know the rules. No credit.
Shame on you. Well, I'll have to send Curly round later to pay for them, won't I?
Well, I've got my living to make, haven't I?
So you're refusing to tell me?
That's right.
A quiet word with the chief executive. Not much to ask.
I won't be going anywhere near the town hall today.
You'll be seeing your councillor chums, Burgess, Rafferty. They keep their ears to the ground.
Look, Ken, when are you going to realise that what happened to Wendy Crozier is of no interest to me, no interest whatsoever?
Aren't you ready yet? Katie and Mum will be here any minute. Oh, you haven't forgotten. Alton Towers.
Alton Towers?
Dad, you did tell her, didn't you?
There's no point, Tracy.
You knew she was going out with Katie Butterworth and you didn't tell me.
Your mother's far too busy with the council business these days to worry about any plans you might have.
Katie's mum's always taking her out.
Look, I'm sorry, Tracy, love, but if I'd known, I might have been able to make other plans.
Notice that, Tracy, only might have.
Yeah, love, you'll need this.
Conscience money, is it, Deirdre?
Sally's in hospital.
Yeah, she's turned the car over, banger racing.
Oh, no, poor little thing. She's not badly hurt, is she?
Well, she broke her ankle and got a couple of bruises. That's all, thank goodness. Listen, I've got to get back. I'm on my own. Kev's at hospital.
Yeah, well, I just hope he knows how lucky he is.
Yeah, some chance of that.
Well, love.
You know, it could have been a lot worse for her.
Alfie, she was racing a wreck, not a Maserati.
That doesn't matter. In the wrong hands, any car can be a lethal weapon.
They were just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, look where it got him.
Kevin, honestly, I asked you to bring me a nightie, not a yard of black lace. My sister catches me wearing this, she's going to have a heart attack.
Oh, my fella, if he ever comes visiting. Best thing you could have done, that. Bring her something glamorous, cheer her up, no end.
Hey, it's me who needs cheering up.
Honestly, fellas, they're all the same. You get hurt and they want all the sympathy.
Sympathy? Who said that about sympathy? Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Forgotten what?
Oh, now special. Only my birthday.
Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so am I. Never known a birthday like it. No cards, no presents.
Oh, I have got your card. It's in the top drawer in the sideboard, and I was going to write it out when I got back last night. Honestly, I was.
Oh, well, when I get home, I'll write it out to myself, OK?
Sit down here and do some colouring.
Don't want
Yeah, well, I can't have you running around getting under customers' feet.
Cup of tea and a slice of toast,
Have to wait your turn, Phyllis.
It's not my fault if you're short of staff. Hey, do you remember what it was like, Percy, when I worked here?
Yeah, very pleasant, as I recall. For one thing, I didn't have to sit look at you across the table.
Hey, I'm making up for lost time, love. Hey, so are you bent up a bit?
I know me, Mrs. Pierce. Marches on its stomach.
No wonder you've indigestion, Percy.
You know, one of these days, Phyllis's chasing is going to pay off.
Oh, I don't think so. Percy's only here under sufferance. Besides, they've got nothing in common.
Of course, they're the same age, aren't they? I mean, same generation. That counts for everything. I mean, look at Mike and Dawn. I give them a couple of weeks at the outside.
2 weeks?
As soon as she realises he's old enough to be her father.
Look, if two people like each other, I don't see that age matters.
They have different interests, energy levels, lifestyle, and that's before you can start to compare their experience of relationships. No, no. Take it from me, Gail, it never works.
Mum, I finished my picture.
And a good job you've made of it and all. Well, aren't you going to look at it?
I'm sorry, Phyllis, I was miles away. Oh, that's very good, Nicky. You missed a bit.
Missed a bit? Is that all you can say? Come on, Nicky, love. I'll take you to somebody that'll appreciate you. Grandad Al. Come on, love.
I thought working in a petrol station beats this job any day.
Oh, aye.
Dead and I, anything could happen. A black hearse with Dracula behind the wheel pulls by for 4 gallons of rhesus negative.
But the nearest I've had to Dracula was a fella from the blood transfusion service on a motorbike.
Oh. Seems strange not having to rush back to work.
Oh, you'd be surprised, lovey. I'll quickly get used to being a lady of leisure.
What makes you think I want to be a lady of leisure?
Well, I mean, once you've adapted, you make you wonder how you ever found time to go to work.
You make it sound as if I've retired.
Well, you have, as good as, haven't you?
No, Betty, I haven't. I've been sacked.
Look, I'm telling you, I haven't got time. I'm too busy to take him on the park.
First it's mother neglects him, now it's you.
Look, Sally's in hospital, right? So I'm short-staffed, right? Can I have a pint when you're ready, love? And if you think Audrey's going to take you for the afternoon, you've got another thing coming.
Try asking me.
Hey?
I'll take him. In fact, I'm on my way down to the shop now, so...
Oh, it's come to a sorry pass when a family hands over responsibilities for child-minding to a complete stranger.
Martin's not a complete stranger.
Interesting morning.
Bit hectic.
Yeah, mine too. Phone never stopped ringing.
Oh, and you complaining? Well, there's no pleasing some folk.
Oh, you complain, running a busy office single-handed.
Poor Ken. One wonders if the recorder can survive.
Oh, it will. Don't worry. Being short-staffed doesn't help, though.
Any scoops, major leaks, saucy scandals?
Not as yet.
Still, you'll be feeling the pinch now, with no mole digging the dirt for you.
Well, one mole goes, another surfaces. There's always someone who believes in public accountability, which is what democracy is all about.
Oh, I quite agree. Still, Ken, whatever your problems at the recorder, at least you've got a job, which is more than I can say for your chum. Wendy Crozier lost her appeal against suspension. They sacked her at the end of last week for gross misconduct.
Ah, been looking everywhere for you.
Right.
Are you ready then?
What for?
This afternoon, the GMX Centre, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Listen, you don't fancy going to the park first, do you?
What for?
Well, I've promised I'll take Nicky.
Hello, Jenny. Oh, two people to look after you, aren't you the lucky one? Right, here's a fiver, just in case he wants an ice cream or something. Well, come on. Which one of you's taking it?
Yeah. Sorry. Hey, anyhow, you'll be in orbit.
Come on!
There you go. Oh, hey up. Hang on, just carry on.
Martin, we had a definite arrangement to go out this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, Nicky was under Audrey's feet, so, you know.
Oh, so you have to spend the whole afternoon child man?
Not the whole afternoon, no.
Are you getting paid for looking after Nicky? Well, are you?
No, but, you know.
Well, then you're an even bigger mug than I thought you were. Oh, yeah, there's nobody else to mind him, so ask good old Martin. I mean, he's got nothing else to do, has he?
Just doing a favour.
Yeah, well, you carry on like this and they'll be relying on you all the time.
I don't remember asking you for your opinion.
You didn't?
Well, keep your nose out then. Hey? Any arrangement between Gail and me is nothing to do with you. Or anyone else for that matter.
Arrangement between you and Gail? But I thought you were doing this as a favour for Audrey.
Can I have Vera's order, please, Mr. Roberts?
You can if you got the cash, lad.
Well, I wasn't expecting it for free.
Oh, Vera did this morning. I'll get it for you.
So how's life with the Duckworths, Curly?
Oh, fine, thanks. At least Jack and Vera don't go on incessantly about money. Not like my last landlord.
You know what they say, fool and his money are soon parted. Not so with Alf, eh?
Oh, I don't know. There's no fool like an old fool.
See you, man.
Bye, sweetheart.
Hey, do you know, Vera tried to walk out of here without paying for these this morning.
Oh, some people, they'll try anything. There you are.
Hey,
Curly.
just a minute.
Thanks very much.
I don't remember the Duckworths saying out about cream cakes.
They didn't.
Well, this is a business, not a blooming charity, you know. Look, Vera Duckworth may be out of work, but if she wants cream cakes, she can pay for them like everybody else.
Ah, well, what makes you think that they are for Vera, eh? There's your change, Curly.
Thank you.
Curly's taking them to the hospital for us, aren't you, lovey?
That's right, Mrs. Roberts.
Tell Sally that they're a present from Alfie and me with our love.
Will do. Put this 10 plays in there. Just press that for you. Just press it.
Goodbye, thank you.
Lost all that. Busy day?
Well, not bad considering. I mean, let's hope Baldwin's closing down isn't going to hit me too hard.
Yeah, some employers put people out of work at the drop of a hat. Phyllis found another job yet, has she?
Phyllis? Oh, I don't think she's that bothered, Mr. Barlow. I mean, she's too busy enjoying her retirement.
Bye.
Bye. Mum, I had to go on the slides and the swings.
Oh, aren't you the lucky one? Did he behave himself?
Oh, yeah, smashing.
Nicky's not the only one who likes a bit of company, you know.
It's not the impression I got this morning.
Well, can we just put that down to me getting out of bed the wrong side?
Oh, yeah, all right.
I would like to see you. Even if it's only for a couple of minutes before you go to work.
Well, I think I might be able to manage a bit more than that. It's my night off.
Is it?
It is now. So you got yours for about 8.
I'll see.
Okay. Ta-da.
You see, now, if we'd been at home, I would have made you a proper one.
Oh, well, it's just as well you're all here then, because Sally's idea of baking is that ready-mix stuff. Is that the stuff where you just add water? Yeah, I reckon she gets them from the builder's merchant, because they all come out like concrete.
Don't take any notice of him. He's only trying to get his own back because I forgot his birthday.
I hope you saved me one.
There are 2 left. Which do you want? Biggest or creamiest?
Whichever I choose, it'll pile on the pounds.
Go on, treat yourself.
Oh, I'll go for the stodge.
Oh.
Thanks. So, what'll it be, tea or coffee?
Champagne.
No chance.
Have you got anything alcoholic?
Certainly not.
Surgical spirit? Neat alcohol? Oh, come on. You must have something stashed away in that drugs cabinet of yours.
It's more than my job's worth.
Oh, well, tea it is then.
5 teas coming up.
Now, while she's getting the drinks, I've got something to say.
Speech.
Well, it's perhaps more of an announcement.
Well, go on, get on with it, love.
Well, I would just like to say, on this auspicious occasion... All right, then, this happy occasion, I'd like to propose a toast.
Cheers.
To Kev, the birthday boy.
Don't drink it all at once, because we've got another toast to make yet. An absent friend. A man overflowing with the milk of human kindness. So please, ladies and gentlemen, raise your cups to our benefactor, a purveyor of endless generosity and cream cakes. Alf Roberts.
Alf Roberts!
I know I'll lose sale on him.
Actually, I thought I might meet him today, on a hospital trolley. He nearly had a coronary, and Audrey give us them cakes.
Go on, it's not half as bad as you make out.
Hey, we should be drinking to the end of your brilliant career as well.
What career?
Well, a Sally Lauder.
Why, who says it's over?
Well, after last night, you won't be racing again, will you?
Look, it was a fault on the car, Jen.
Look, it doesn't matter whose fault it was.
But, Sally, you could have been killed.
Yeah, and I wasn't.
Look. Anyone trying to spoil my birthday party gets the Webster treatment.
Oh, yeah. And what's that?
I'll tell you what it is. The last cream cake in the mush.
Oh.
Oh, if only you got in touch the moment you lost your job.
Well, there was nothing you could have done. Nothing anyone could have done.
Oh, at least you could have given me the opportunity to offer you some comfort.
Thanks for the thought. I've caused you enough trouble.
Trouble? Oh, what we did was right, in the public interest.
You know as well as I do, it's never that simple. There are always other people to consider.
Deirdre? Oh, well, she's no saint. And it was a pretty dirty trick she played.
Oh, I don't blame her for shopping me. If I'd been in her shoes, I'd probably have done the same thing.
I very much doubt it.
Ken, I'm no fool. I know the pressure you've been under at home. Both of you.
You're quiet. Look, if you're still upset because I couldn't go to Alton Towers... Tracy, love, we can't spend the rest of our lives not communicating.
Why not? You and Dad do.
Yes. Between us, your dad and me have made a pretty good job of spoiling your holiday, haven't we?
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. Will you believe me if I tell you I'm sorry? Look, love, I'm not trying to make excuses, but... Well, with me being a counsellor and your dad being a journalist, there's bound to be days when we don't see eye to eye.
Surely not all the time, though.
That how it looked to you?
Yeah.
Look, love, I can't make up for what's happened this last few weeks. I wish I could. But just trust me when I tell you that from now on, there shouldn't be any more rows.
Shouldn't you be getting home?
Not till you've heard me out.
I'm really exhausted the subject, Ken.
There is a way I might be able to help. Have you ever thought about the newspaper business?
I've thought about nothing else for the past few weeks.
No, seriously. There's a possibility of a job at the Recorder. Well, nothing as high-powered as it used to, just a bit of secretarial work.
Ken, you don't have to invent a job to salve your conscience.
Look, you're out of work. I need someone to help out in the office. What could be simpler?
Deirdre would never agree to you employing me.
Deirdre's got nothing to do with it. All she was concerned about was council leaks. Now they're well and truly plugged, she'll leave me to run the business. The job's yours if you want it.
I'm beginning to wonder whether all the hard work I put in at Baldwin's was worth it.
You mustn't get downhearted, Mrs. Bishop. It could be a lot worse.
Could it?
Yes, just think what life would be like if I wasn't here to soften the blow.
Give us half a like, love. Okay, love. Has anybody seen Emily?
She's at the back there being chatted up by Percy.
Well, we'll put a stop to his fun and games, won't we, Phyllis? Nip over and tell Emily I want a word.
I'd be delighted.
It hasn't even occurred to you, has it, eh, that she'll get out on the insurance?
Hang on, Kev, you're getting a bit serious.
Yeah, well, it's a serious business.
Yeah, well, I thought we were here to celebrate your birthday.
Look, Kev, I've been under that flaming motor since 6 o'clock.
Oh?
And what does that prove?
I think there's something wrong with back axle.
Well, you think you can talk yourself out of anything, you? Well, I've news for you, Casey. For once in your life, you can't.
Well, this is getting too heavy for me. I'm going for a pint.
Yeah, I think I'll come with you.
So, according to the Employment Office, it's Jones the builder that owes us compensation.
Yes, I know, Vera. I've made my own inquiries.
Oh. Anyway, listen, what we're going to put?
We?
Yeah, well, Employment Office, they want it in writing. Exactly how we come to lose his job. So, well, if you're going to claim an all, you might as well write a letter for both of us here.
I wonder why Martin didn't come to the hospital.
Perhaps he had an assignation.
Assignation, who with?
I'm not telling.
Come on.
No, Kelly. Until I know for sure, I'm saying nothing.
Well, this beats having your head bitten off by a jealous woman any day. Huh?
Yeah, well, I've been meaning to apologise for that.
Oh, yeah? What are you waiting for? Come on. Repeat after me. I'm sorry I caused this scene this morning. And I promise to accept the fact that not a word about our mad passionate affair has passed my lover's lips.
You want me to say all that?
No. I just say you believe I've not said anything to anyone. And I'll forgive you.
Of course I believe you. I thought I might have frightened you off. Glad I didn't.
So am I.
You do agree, though, to keep our mad passionate affair secret?
Yes. It won't be easy.
Oh, don't know. How do you think I keep Sarah Louise quiet?
I thought you did it with this.
Mummy. Mummy. That's right. So Mum's the word. Martin! I went back to sleep again. It's 8:15.
No.
I'm going for the kids. Quickly!
This is no way to start a day.
Well, I've no sympathy behaving like that at the crack of dawn.
Well, you started it.
I'm going for the kids. I'll let you know when it's clear. Nicky? Nicky?
Nicky? Yeah? Hi. I got my own breakfast.
Aren't you clever? How long you been up?
Ages.
Did you wonder where I was?
No, I knew you were asleep.
Did you look in?
No.
Well, how did you know then?
'Cause you didn't wake me.
Will you get on with your breakfast? I'll go up and get dressed.
Where are you going?
Just getting the milk in, love.
So, first day of the second year. How does it feel, Tracy?
I'm dreading it. She's made me terrible, this teacher. Last year, when I went to war, she had him say nursery rhymes in French. Baba mouton noir.
Well, consider yourselves lucky. In my day, he'd have been made to wash his mouth out with soap.
Yeah, that was over 100 years ago, though, Tracy. You about ready to drop us off?
I just want to make a call. Won't be a sec.
You don't have to come to school with me, you know, Mum.
Don't worry, I won't embarrass you. But there seems little point in your dad dropping you off at school and me having to walk within a couple of 100 yards of the place.
Well, just don't kiss me goodbye or anything. Okay?
I wear a false moustache, will that suit?
Stupid.
You got your dinner money?
Dad, give it me. He's looking ever so tired, Mum. Don't you think?
Yeah, well, I think he's having a hard time of it at work, love.
Who's Wendy Crozier?
Why?
We was talking about her on holiday.
Well, she was, someone that your dad was getting information from for the paper. It was information she shouldn't have been giving him. It was confidential stuff, you know, council matters. She'd no right to.
Oh, but she's not anymore.
No. That's all finished now. She was sacked for it.
Good.
That's what I think.
All I can do is repeat my offer. But look, if you'd like to talk some more, let's meet. Yes, okay, yes, that would be fine. Good. Bye, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Ready?
Yep. £5, lovely, thank you. Right, now how did Kevin's birthday party go?
Well, you wouldn't exactly call it a riot. I mean, there was only me, Curly and Kevin there. And the sight of this old dear's blood drip across the ward didn't really make us letting our hair down too much.
You had the cakes, though, didn't you?
Oh, the cakes. Oh, thanks, Alf. They were great cakes, thanks.
Oh, well, don't thank me, thank Audrey.
Oh, think nothing of it, love. I mean, it's the least he could send to his invalid staff.
Yeah. So when can we expect Sally back to work, then?
She's not out of hospital yet.
Oh, I'm not trying to rush her. I just need to know. Molly?
Hello. Oh, now. Why weren't you at Kevin's birthday party last night?
Probably because I didn't know anything about it.
Well, you can't expect to know if you're never around, can you?
Oh, yeah? Who says I'm never around?
Me. Where have you been?
And what is this? The Inquisition?
Oh, doesn't want to say. He'll have been with his girlfriend. See ya.
See you, love. Girlfriend? Oh, I say, come on, tell us all.
I'm taking a notice of her.
Now, there's no need to be ashamed.
I'm not
with us.
ashamed.
Oh, well, you ought to be. Listen, I've nothing to do with girlfriends. The more grief that a man can stand. Stay sane and single. That's my advice.
Oh, ignore him, Martin. He's never looked back since we got married.
Ah, yeah, but I married a mature woman, didn't I? Not one of these slips of
Excuse me,
girlfriends. What did he come in for?
Hey, Jenny! Stand on a minute, come here. What the hell are you up to?
What?
Hey, stirring it. What do you think you're doing?
What's the matter with you? Are you feeling guilty or something?
Keep your nose out of it, OK? Out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In there, stirring it with Gail's mum.
All I said was that you've got a girlfriend. Well, that's true until you have got a girlfriend, haven't you?
Girlfriend?
Well, then what is she? She's not a girlfriend. A woman friend? A lover? Well, you tell me.
I'm not telling you anything.
Good. Keep it to yourself because I don't want to know.
Morning, Deirdre.
Hiya, Betty.
What can I get you, love?
Oh, I'm not stopping, love. I'm just looking for Ken. He's not been in, has he?
Haven't seen him.
Nah, be at his office. Working himself to a frazzle. Grabbing butties for his lunch, you know, cheese and paperclip sandwiches.
Oh, dear.
So I'm going to take him out, make sure he gets something proper.
Good for you.
Hey, Betty, it's a cutthroat world, these newspapers.
Is it this new paper that the Gazette's brought out that's got him worried?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I can see why. I mean, it's quite a good newspaper, isn't it?
Hellfire, don't let Ken hear you say that. See you,
love.
Are you on your own?
Yeah, boss is picking his missus up from hospital.
Cheers, that's just right. So what's the mouse up to while the cat's off?
Working.
Hey, there is no need for bad language in here.
I say, I hope you and young Kevin have learnt your sense now. You won't let Sally near one of them banger cars again. It wasn't her fault. It could have happened to anyone. Yeah, but it happened to Sally. It's left me short-handed. Listen, don't you start. It could have happened on the motorway. It could have happened on the street. The diff seized. I've got Kev on me back blaming me for letting her out in the car. But it would have happened whoever were driving. Yeah, well, I don't know about these things. Well, listen, I've just had it in bits. There's a tooth that's come off the crown wheel and it jammed the whole thing solid. She had no chance. Good job she weren't going any faster. Being me, Kev, we probably would have been. Well, it's a daft game for girls to be playing anyway. I'm talking to myself for what? I've just said it's nothing to do with the racing. Could have happened in a flaming car park. Hello, Percy.
Hello, lads in the state, eh?
Yeah, he's trying to tell me about the diff seizing or something, I don't know. Don't know what he's telling me for, though. I don't know anything about these things.
The diff? Well, that's very simple. It's a differential. It's a mechanism in the gearbox that allows the wheels to revolve at different speeds when you're going round corners. Then you've got your prop shaft. On the end of that's the pinion. Now, that links up with the crown wheel, and that's what turns your axle. Now then, you've got what they call the planet and sun wheels.
Yeah, I say, Percy.
Yes?
Do you mind? I just came in for a pint, not a night school lecture.
Oh, right. I'll bid a good day. One thing I've never been called before is boring. Half, please.
Oh, you mean now's a parrot on your shoulder?
Shut up. Tell you what, it doesn't half hurt at the top of your arms.
Oh. You'll be all right when you get home, Sal. You lie with your feet up while Kevin does the housework.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you? She's not coming home if she can't push an Hoover.
I'll tell you what, one little tap from this pot on my leg and you're going to be in here yourself.
See, that's what keeps our marriage together, Kathy. Witty repartee.
Watch it.
Oh, pieces of eight, pieces of eight.
How are you getting on, Mrs. Webster?
Well, by the time I'm better, I probably would have got used to these.
Yeah, well, she's better on them than she's in a car.
Listen, you, any more cracks like that and I'm staying. That car crashed itself.
Well, there's no driving till you're out of plaster in any case.
Oh, thank God for that.
And don't forget, you might feel all right in yourself, but you're still convalescent. Don't start behaving as if you're in perfect shape. Leave the chores to other people. You'll see that she does, won't you, Mr. Webster?
Yep, sure.
I couldn't get that in writing, could I?
So this is the point when it goes to the printers, and you sit back and put your feet up?
Not exactly, no. It's the point I start worrying about what the hell goes into next week's edition.
Oh, of course. God, it's a treadmill, isn't it? Must be exhausting for you.
Absolutely shattering, if you really want to know, Wendy.
Poor you. And you really manage on your own?
Well, I have temps in the office, and I'm lucky to have a small army of loyal contributors, but basically it's me, yeah.
Amazing.
No enthusiasm, Wendy, and by now bags of experience. But I do need help. I'm serious in my offer.
Well, I've no experience, Ken.
Ah, but you've got spirit and intelligence, the two fundamentals. And, you've got another quality that's a tremendous asset in dealing with people.
Oh?
You're very attractive.
Well, that's stopped the conversation, hasn't it?
Ah, Deirdre.
Hello.
You know Wendy, don't you?
Yes, of course I do. Hello.
Hello, Deirdre.
Wendy just came in to, well, see how we do things in the white-hot world of journalism.
Well, that must be fascinating for her.
Yes, it is. It's fascinating.
I just come to take you out for lunch, Ken, but you're obviously busy.
Oh, I was just leaving.
No, don't worry. I'm sure Ken's too busy in any case. No, another day, Ken, honest. I'll make an appointment next time.
Excuse me.
Deirdre, please. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Can't believe what?
How often do I drop in on you like that? Once in a blue moon. And what happens when I do? Slap round the face.
Oh, come on.
You said you wouldn't have any more dealings with that woman. You promised me, Ken. You said it on holiday and you said it back here. And I took it in good faith.
But Deirdre!
Like a damn fool, I took it in good faith.
But it was in good faith. I mean, how could it be otherwise? She doesn't work for the council now.
Oh, what the hell's she doing here, then?
Bye, Ken.
Yeah, bye, Wendy.
I'll tell you this. I'll never drop in on you like that again.
You know you're being stupid, don't you?
Stupid, yes. Blind stupid. Ever to believe a flaming word you say.
Are you gonna miss Martin when you go to Brighton? Martin? Why will I miss Martin? Thought you might. He's so immature. He's a joke. I'll be glad to get away from him.
I think he'll miss you, though.
Yeah, well, I don't. Anyway, who cares?
Have you fallen out with him?
He just doesn't interest me. Do you know where you're going yet?
Oh, you know, if I'd just managed to get 1B, I'd be in at Leeds. Nobody wants 3 Cs.
Hey, well, why don't you try Brighton? We'd be together then.
It'd be better than Leeds anyway.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Had to take him home and change him, didn't I? Nuisance. Goodness knows what he's been playing in.
Now, you are going to be a good boy, aren't you, Nicky?
Yeah?
No pestering the customers.
Sit down at a table, I'll get you a drink. Hello, Nicky. Hiya.
Nicky, I said no pestering the customers.
Oh, he's all right, Mrs. Cedric, honestly.
Have you seen Martin today?
No.
Nor have I. Want to play football with him.
No, I haven't seen Martin today, Nicky. Maybe you should ask your mum if she has.
Mum?
Yes, love.
Jenny says to ask if you've seen Martin.
Oh, hi, Emily.
I'm
come
sorry,
on.
I'm a bit late.
Tracy, hurry up, love. Auntie Emily's here. It's ever so good of you, Emily.
Oh, not at all. I enjoyed it. It must be years since I've seen a Walt Disney.
Do you know, the first film I ever saw was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Capitol. Do you remember the Capitol?
Oh,
it's a showroom for bathroom equipment now.
The way of all flesh.
I'm ready.
Here, love, you'll need this for ice cream. And don't forget to buy Auntie Emily one.
Oh, I'm supposed to be slimming.
Hi, Dad. We're going to the pictures.
Oh, good show, good show. Hello, Emily.
Hi, Ken.
And how was your first day back?
Great.
Good, and the terrible new teacher?
Oh, great. Much less than Miss Johnson.
Oh, good.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, one long round of pleasure,
Oh.
isn't it? We shan't be late.
Good.
Bye.
Right. Enjoy yourselves. Look, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. If you were sorry, you wouldn't be seeing her.
I'm not seeing her, as you put it.
Then what was she doing there?
Well, I was just showing her the rope, showing her around the office.
Why?
Well, why not? Look, for heaven's sake, Deirdre, I'm not just cutting her off. She's done me a lot of favours.
Oh, yeah. She did me a few as well. Nearly lost me every bit of trust I'd gained in 2 years as a counsellor.
Yeah, but in the end, Deirdre, all she did lose was her job.
Good.
Oh, well, you can say that, but I feel responsible.
Oh, I think you did everyone a favour, Ken. I mean, if it hadn't been for you, she'd still be sitting in on council meetings, still getting information she could sell to whoever the hell would pay her for it.
She never had a penny.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
Look, Deirdre, possibly this is something you can't understand, but she acted out of principle. She cared about the issues. She cared about accountability. And she was sick to death of the mindless secrecy that you politicians cocoon yourself with. She put her job on the line and she paid the price. And I think that is entirely admirable.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Well, I do. And that, if you want to know, is why I've offered her a job.
What?
You heard, Deirdre. I've offered her a job. And I damn well hope she accepts.
Have a look for yourself. See, it's jam solid. Yeah, she didn't stand a chance, did she?
Oh, sure. And there's plenty of oil about, so it wasn't lack of lubrication.
Yeah, I did the all 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so? Wasn't Sal's fault.
It wasn't mine either.
You let her drive.
Look, she just bombed off. She wants to drive, Kev. I can't stop her.
Yeah, but you can stop her going fast.
I'll stand there with a red flag or something.
You just tell her.
Tell her? What's that going to do? Why should he anyway? It's her flipping life.
Yeah, and it's my missus.
So? You can't treat her like a little kid. She's a grown woman.
Yeah. Just made me sick, you know, we're crashing.
Yeah, of course. But it could have been you and it could have been me. But OK, she's had a bash. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
So how is she anyway?
A bit stiff and a bit sore. She's getting about.
It wasn't my fault, Kev.
Yeah. OK.
What's that right? I've never done this before.
Hey, don't write anything, Mucky, or Kev will think it's me. You know what he's like.
Just put your name.
You know, it's like those leaving cards. I never know what to say.
I was just wondering why you should want someone to write on your leg. I suppose it's like being tattooed, really. It's the same basic desire.
What?
You know, it's got something to do with group identity, aligning yourself with your peers, so to speak. I mean, some people, you know, have the name of the mums or the girlfriends or even the boyfriends tattooed on them. It's like saying to the world, this is what's special to me.
What is he talking about?
I think what he's saying, Sal, is as soon as you get that poss off your leg, you'll be going straight out getting Man United tattooed on your foot. What are you talking about?
Done it!
What have you put?
I'd have bought you a drink, but you might get plastered.
Oh, yes, very funny.
Hi, Sal.
Hi.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Good. Are you glad to be out?
Oh, yeah, of course I am.
Right, I'm off then.
Oh, where are you going?
Home, things to do.
Oh, Martin, don't go yet. Kevin will be in soon searching for me.
I'm off, can I get past you?
I'll see you then, mate.
Okay, see ya.
See you all.
What is he up to these days? He's forever disappearing.
He's entitled to a life of his own, you know, Sally.
Yeah, who says he is? You ought to find out what he's up to, Jenny. Anyone would think he had a girlfriend, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you would do, wouldn't you? It's nice to see young Sally out and about.
It is, aye. But if she's sat there supping ale, there's no reason why she shouldn't be sitting behind the counter.
She's not supping ale, Al.
No, whatever she's doing, it's not much different.
Oh, Al, my heart at him, honestly, talk about changes too. He was handing her flowers this afternoon.
Look, it's all right having an hobby, but when it ends up with you being in hospital and having to take time off work, well, it's beyond a joke.
Oh, yes, but she's a nice lass, though, isn't she?
She's lovely.
Yeah, she is a nice lass, yes, but when she's got a responsible job like she has, it needs thinking on, that's all.
Responsible job. Al, She's a grocer's assistant.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, but you know, I was exactly the same at her age. Weren't you, Audrey?
Oh, yeah, mad as a hat.
Yeah, nothing much changes, does it?
You can go off people, you know, Alpha. Excuse me.
Audrey, wait for me, will you?
Oh,
Is Gail worrying about anything?
Why?
No, it's just that she's been acting a bit odd lately, you know. I mean, nothing I can exactly put my finger on. I mean, most of the time she's happy as Larry, but I mean, like, take this afternoon, for instance. I mean, she was fine one minute, next minute she's snapping at me, snapping at Nicky. I mean, I don't know what I've done. I don't think it was anything I said.
Oh, poor love, you know, it's so worrying. I mean, we let her go her own sweet way, but then we're not counting on inner grief.
Oh, I don't think it were inner grief. More like irritation.
What the heck are you doing here?
I'm better in here, Kev, than stuck indoors.
You're supposed to be taking it easy.
Yeah, well, I'm hardly slaving here, am I?
I can vouch for that. She's not been to the bar since she's been here.
It's your fault I'm in here. Him and Martin came round, Kev, and dragged me out.
Yeah, I don't suppose you put up much of a fight, did you?
Shut up, Grouch. Go and get yourself a glass.
Never mind the flaming drink, Sal. I'm hungry.
Oh, so that's what it is. Your tea's not sat on the table, is it?
Kevin, Sally's an invalid. You can't expect her to make your meals for you.
Did I ask you to? All I'm saying is she's supposed to be resting. She's got a flaming broken ankle.
I think he's serious.
I am serious.
Kevin, I am resting.
Oh, yeah. Some resting this is, fresh out of hospital. You're going to be exhausting yourself.
Don't you think I'm the best judge of that, Kev? I'm not a kid, despite what you might seem to think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just worry about you, don't I?
And I wouldn't have you any other way. But I am a grown-up, Kevin, honestly.
Yeah. Still flaming hungry, though.
Look, Martin, one thing I am not having is snide comments from the likes of Jenny Bradley.
She's been doing it to me as well. I was in the car in the shop and she told your mum I'd got a girlfriend.
Me mum?
Yeah. Well, she didn't say who. It's for my benefit.
Oh, that's great. That's all we need, isn't it? I mean, next thing she'll be telling Ivy. How does she know?
She's obviously put two and two together, hasn't she? With me seeing so much of Nicky. And you. She started asking questions. It felt as if she knew before anything happened.
She's jealous. What's she to be jealous of, Martin?
Never touched her, Your Honour.
I hope not.
Ooh. I've never as much as kissed the tips of her fingers, Your Worship. I mean, what is she? 19? I like my women at least twice that age.
I'm not sure that's a compliment, Martin.
What I do, though, Gail.
Good.
I love it. Oh, it's so much easier than with some of the kids I've known. Not that I've known many, as you must know.
Well, I like it too. And I've not known many.
Are the kids asleep?
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose you fancy taking the weight off your feet? I'm shattered, actually. I'll probably be fast asleep soon as my head hits that pillow.
You dare?
I'll carry her upstairs, but got to watch me ticker.
Well, you'd better go home and have a rest then, hadn't you?
No chance. Come on. Yes. Well, you didn't think I was that strong, did you?
I didn't. I hope you're going to save some of your strength.
How you talking?
Just promise me one thing.
What?
You'll take your socks off this time.
What?
Kevin, do you have to go?
Look, I promised the guy in blood I'll have his car ready for him first thing Monday morning. They're going touring the south of France.
Lucky them.
Hey, we'll do that one day. I can just see us now, posing along the Grand Cornetto in a bright red convertible.
No, in a white one. I want to show off my tan. And it's a Cornicia pilot. Cornettos are Italian.
Oh, OK. We'll go there as well. Look, it's just for a couple of hours. I'll be back in time for my Sunday dinner.
Oh, Kevin, is that all you think about? We used to have lines together at weekends.
Hey, you're supposed to be out of action.
Yeah, well, I'm not suggesting a football match, am I?
Oh, but Annette was getting interested there. Oh, cheer up, Orchid up. There's always this afternoon.
I might not be here when you get back.
Oh, and where might you be?
I might have hobbled off with my lover.
Oh, well, great, fine. Enjoy yourself. As long as you leave me roast beef and 2 veg in the oven, I don't mind. Oh, and don't forget the Yorkshire puds.
Are you going to be reading them all day?
Can take all day. Size of some of them.
It's boring. I want to go out. Can't we go somewhere, Dad?
Ask your mum.
Well, where were you thinking of going?
Could go blackberrying.
Oh, it's a bit early yet, love.
I knew you'd say that. You're just looking for an excuse not to go because you're not speaking to each other. Well, I wish you'd both flipping grow up.
Silly.
A nice is at the bottom, and I put a clean pair of socks and knickers on for tomorrow. Flipping heck, Nicky. What you got there?
Things.
What things? You're only going for one night.
I need them. It's my computer game, my Transformers, my race to car, my helicopter.
Oh, come on, let Lad take them. So we'll have to build an extension, so what?
Look, are you sure you can cope with both of them?
Oh, love, we're looking forward to it. She had me at church at crack of dawn just so that we could pick them up for all day.
Oh, nice. So we could stop for the night.
Listen, you can stop for the month for all I care.
So what will you do then today, love?
Oh, I'll just have a lazy day. 8246. Can you hang on a minute? Right, off you go. Right. And don't be too much of a nuisance.
All right, Logan.
Bye. See ya.
See ya.
Hi. Yes, I'm on my own. Just. If you want.
Oh, patty's nice, and a packet of crackers. Now, I don't suppose you've got any brie?
No, I've got some lovely Cheshire.
No, I don't think so.
Of course, by rights, you know, I shouldn't be going out at all. I should be spending the day working out a new market strategy.
What for?
Because I'm being muscled in on. I've a strong suspicion another salesman is poaching on my territory.
Oh, rubbish, Derek. You're getting paranoid. Nice peaceful day out in the country is exactly what you need.
Oh, I know in theory picnics are meant to be peaceful, Mavis, but in practice they always turn out to be disaster. Warm lemonade, soggy sandwiches and wasps.
Well, that might be how Angela arranged things, but you've never been on one of my picnics.
Who's Angela?
My ex-wife. Thought we weren't ever to mention her.
It's all right in the context of soggy sandwiches and wasps.
I must say, if I was being taken out for Sunday lunch, am I?
No.
No, I thought not. But if I was, well, I'd prefer it in style, in a nice restaurant.
That's not the same thing at all.
Well, it certainly isn't. You don't end up with a chill on your kidneys from sitting on damp grass for a start.
Derek, don't be so middle-aged. When I went camping with Victor, we did it all the time.
Did what all the time?
7:23, please.
Thanks.
Did what all the time, Mavis?
Oh, we dined al fresco. Oh, it's a wonderfully liberating experience.
I don't wish to hear about your experiences with Pendlebury, Mavis, liberating or otherwise. And why you have to keep dragging up the past today is beyond me.
Well, picnics are so nostalgic. They make me think of times gone by when I was young and carefree.
Sharing a tent with a daft potter.
No, I mean when I was a child, Derek. Don't you ever want to pretend that you're a child again?
No.
Oh, not even for a few hours?
No.
To be that bright-eyed, eager little boy you once were?
No.
I bet he doesn't. I bet he were dead fat and spotty, and the kids all called him Billy Bunter. Alfie, what were you like when you were a lad?
I were dead fat and spotty, and everybody called me Billy Bunter.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Need a hand?
No, wait. You're supposed to be resting.
Oh, I'll be fine as long as I can sit down. I'm not ill. I'm just bored with being stuck at home all on me Todd.
Why, where's Kevin?
He's gone to work.
What, on a Sunday?
You work on a Sunday.
Yeah, but you not just broke your leg.
Oh, so you mean if I broke my leg, you'd stop with me? Or maybe even take me out to lunch, babe? Does it hurt much, Sally?
I must say, Don and Ivy are very good with him. Just hope they behave themselves.
All right, you can stop being a worrying mother.
You never stop being a worrying mother.
Well, it's allowed for a day. I've just got the law passed through Parliament, so come on. Get your jacket on quick.
What for?
Well, it's nice now, but it might change later.
I mean, where are we going?
We're going out.
Out?
Hey, don't look so shocked. People do, you know. I've already seen a few of them at it on my way here. Dead brazen, aren't they, some people?
We can't, Martin. Somebody might see us.
All right, fair enough. Hey, we'll have to go in disguise, won't we? Who do you fancy being? Andy and Fergie? Bonnie and Clyde? Oh, I know, we'll go as Adam and Eve. How about you for fig leaves?
You're daft, you are. Do you know that?
What for suggesting we have a day out? Oh, aye. Practically qualifies me for the loony bin.
I could just do it for once, too.
Yes.
No cafe, no kids, no ma'am. No mother-in-law.
Correct. And I was thinking of going a little bit further afield than the Rovers. You know, with it being a nice day. And I've got the car outside.
You never said.
Well, you never give me a chance. Moaning on about how we couldn't possibly be seen together in public.
All right, so where are we going?
Well, I thought we'd go on Martin's Magical Mystery Tour.
Where do you keep your mint sauce? I've just done a nice little leg of lamb. You can't have that without mint. What's she doing here?
Ah, well, she was fed
That's
up.
disgusting, Mr. Roberts. That's the only word for it. Disgusting. Dragging the poor lass in here when she can barely stand on her own two little legs.
Now, just a minute, Percy.
Have you got a doctor's note? Naturally, you must have. You can't make her work, you know. She's got
He's
a
not
doctor's
making
note.
me work, Mr. Sugden.
You'll get your money, you know, by law.
Oh, hello, look.
Mum, what are you doing here? I wasn't expecting you till this afternoon.
What's an earlier boss? Didn't ring again because I thought for sure you'd be in. You've no rights to be here.
That's my sentiments and all.
I was expecting to find you at home, in bed.
And you should be.
Mum, I only came in because
She's
I was...
a sick girl.
Of course she is, yes.
I would have thought you could have found somebody else to take over for a bit. Supposed to be plenty out of work.
There are dozens of factories across the road just shut down.
Right, that's it. Come on, I want you to get home. Come on, I don't want to see you back here till you can shift like Flo, Joe.
I should think so and all.
I should just shut up if I were you, Percy. Just shut up, because otherwise you'd get this mint sauce shoved right down your gob, still in the jar, right?
Where's Tracy got to? She was supposed to be doing this.
Well, she's upstairs changing her shoes in case it gets muddy. Look, love, I've tried to explain. I offered Wendy work because I am responsible for her getting fired.
It wasn't as simple as that, Ken.
No, I know it wasn't as simple as that. You had a hand in it, she had a hand in it. She's a grown woman who should know what she's doing, fair enough. But if I hadn't been so eager to get the information, she'd probably still have a job. Now, I can't duck out of that.
Am I supposed to admire your moral fibre now?
I'm not asking you to admire anything, just try to understand why I did it.
In spite of knowing how I felt about her.
Just what exactly has she done that's so terrible?
Oh, apart from betraying her employers, you mean?
Don't be so damn snide. She was helping me. Helping us.
Yeah, well, she wasn't helping me, Ken. She was landing me in boiling water right up to me neck.
Well, that's nothing to the trouble we'll both be in if the recorder goes down.
I was speaking about me as a counsellor.
Yeah, well, I'm speaking about you as my wife.
Anyway, the recorder isn't going down. You're just looking for an excuse.
I don't need an excuse, damn it! The girl's lost her job and I owe her. And apart from that, she's a damn fine secretary. If she wants to help while she's sorting herself out, why the hell shouldn't she?
Well, if you don't know the answer to that, Ken, I'm certainly not going to tell you. Where are you going?
Out.
Damn.
And Alan Puss comes round the bend, and he moves from second place into first place.
And Nigel Mansell comes round the bend, moving up into first place.
No, hang on a minute. I'm in first place. You can't be in first place.
No, I am. I'm 2 laps ahead of you.
OK, you lot. Toys away. We're going out.
Toys? Toys? You suppose that Nigel's grandma tells him to put his toys away when he's screaming into pits?
No.
Well, I am very sorry, but whatever they are, put them away. We're going out.
Where to?
Australia.
That's too far.
It is a bit, isn't it? All right, then. Well, how about Debdale Park?
Yeah, Yahoo! And we can go see the animals. And we can go putting. I went putting with Martin and Curly. I was brilliant. I won them both.
Well, I dare say it can all be arranged.
We can get Mum to come along with us.
Oh, no, love, not today. No, your mother's having a bit of well-earned peace and quiet.
Hey, I don't know, you're not very athletic, are you, lass?
Well, I don't get a lot of chance to go mountaineering in the cafe.
What you mean is, you've only got little legs,
Those are nice. What are they?
Montbretia.
I'm absolutely hopeless with flowers. I like them, but I don't know a thing about them.
Ken, about the job, I've been thinking...
Oh, what's to think about? I need help, you need work.
I'm not at all sure it's a good idea.
Is it the money? I know I'm not paying you much, but...
It's not the money. I feel uncomfortable about Deirdre. She doesn't want me there, does she?
No. But it's my decision. She'll come round to it in the end.
I don't want to be a pig in the middle between you.
You won't be. Deirdre's got her own life to lead, as you well know. I don't tell her how to run her job. I run the paper. I'm the one in the front line fighting for its life.
Is the Gazette competition that serious?
Well, it's a free newspaper. We don't get any revenue from sales. We're totally dependent on the advertisers for every penny we get. So we have to convince them that people do actually read the Recorder. If you get 2 free papers through a letterbox at the same time, how do I convince them that people are reading mine?
Don't the Gazette have the same problem?
Well, they've got the money and the resources to keep going till they close me down.
Well, why would they want to do that?
Well, because I'm taking advertising from their paid-for paper. There's only so many slices of the cake.
Cutthroat stuff.
It's business. If I was the chief executive of the Weatherfield Gazette Group, I'd probably do the same.
I doubt it.
They may not like it, but that's the way it is. If you want to survive, you've got to play them at their own game.
So how do you survive?
Well, only by producing a better paper that people will want to read. And to do that, I need really good stories.
Like council leaks?
Exactly.
OK.
OK, what?
Maybe I can't help you any more in that direction, but if there's anything else I can usefully do, count me in. I never could resist the David and Goliath situation. Right, that's enough for one day. Cup of tea? I feel 16.
Oof, you don't look it.
Oh, thank you.
You look about, 6.
Ooh, Martin Platt, you're good for me. Do you know that?
Yes.
Big head.
Ooh, flattery will get you everywhere.
This is crazy. Do you know that as well?
Yeah. So, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. For a little while.
You sorry?
But this happened? No. I'm amazed, delighted, surprised, but I'm not sorry. How about you?
It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, Martin.
What?
Let's not get too serious, eh? Had enough of serious for a while.
Yeah. You've had a lousy time, haven't you?
Well, that's what I like about you. I don't have to explain everything.
Good.
You know about Brian? You know about the kids? You know what a bad-tempered ratbag I am at work?
You can say that again.
Am I really?
It's terrible. You're blacklisted in every job since that I know anyway. Don't send anyone round to that cafe. She eats them alive. Come here. I never thought when you're having a go at us, like wiping the tops of the SARS battles, one day we'd end up like this.
Nor did I.
When will Dad be back?
I don't know.
So we're not going out then?
Well, it doesn't look like it, love. I'm sorry. We could go a walk if you like.
We should tell me what's wrong.
Nothing's wrong. Well, nothing important anyway. All grown-ups have arguments from time to time.
Mum, stop treating me like a little kid. It's to do with that woman, isn't it?
What woman?
Wendy, what's it? I have got ears, you know.
Yes, I do know Bugs Bunny.
What happened to her?
She got fired.
Serves her right for giving away secrets.
Trouble is, now your dad feels he's responsible for her losing her job.
Why is it his fault?
Because he printed the stories. So now he's offered her a job with him.
But why is that bad? Do you think she'll give away Dad's secrets?
No. I just don't like her. I don't like what's happened, and I don't like the idea of her working there.
Are you jealous?
I don't know.
Dad still loves you. You know he does.
He's not being very loyal, though, is he?
Well, if she's lost her job through him, then it's right he has to help her.
Oh, I suppose he is only trying to do the right thing.
Of course he is.
And I'm a selfish, emotional, irrational woman for reacting like this.
Of course you are.
Thanks, madam. Hey, only don't tell your dad I said that.
So, how long you staying, Ma?
Oh, Kevin. She's only just got here.
Oh, come on, we're asking. She knows I love her, don't you? I mean, when Bernard Manning cracks his mother-in-law gags, I'm the only one who doesn't crack a smile.
That's because I don't live on your doorstep, Chuck. Hey, best mother-in-laws are those that live in a different town, am I right?
Hey, I'd love you even if you lived next door.
Oh, really? Oh, our Sally was saying a flat above the corner shop's free. Oh, don't worry, Freckle. I'm perfectly happy in Scarborough. In fact, I've never been happier. Except when you and Argenia were born. Happiest time of my life, having 2 little babies. I don't suppose there's any sign of,
No, Mum, not yet. I want to win Brands Hatch first.
You think she's joking?
Cup of tea?
No, thanks. Just had one. Where's Tracy?
She's upstairs. Is it too late to go out now?
No, if you want to.
Well, we did promise her.
Fine.
Ken, I'm sorry for going on like a shrew before.
That's okay, forget it.
I don't blame you for storming out. Still, it gave us both a chance to cool down. Listen, I can't pretend I like the idea of you taking on Wendy Crozier, but if you really feel it's something you should do, I can live with it.
She'll be a big asset.
Oh, I know. She's highly qualified, competent, capable.
And she's dead keen to get into the fight. Said she loves the David and Goliath situation. I must say, I never really thought of myself as David with his little slingshot.
When did she say this?
Just now.
That's where you had a cup of tea?
Well, yes, I just wanted to clarify the situation.
You actually went round to Wendy Crozier's house?
Well, yes, I needed to know if she was taking the job.
What, you were still prepared to offer it to her?
But you just said you didn't mind.
Well, you didn't know that when you went there.
Only illogical.
It is not illogical, it's true. And she's taken it, I gather.
On a temporary basis.
Temporary, right. Well, it's your decision, Ken.
And what does that mean?
Exactly what it says. You run the recorder, Ken. You hire and fire who you like. In future, I won't get involved.
Hello.
Oh, now, how did the famous picnic go?
It was lovely, apart from one minor incident.
What
Ah.
happened?
Nothing.
Well,
Uncle Mavis just said there was some minor incident.
I hardly call sitting on a wasp's nest a minor incident.
Of course it didn't. It wasn't a whole nest. It was one little wasp, and that was half dead.
Well, it would be if he sat on it.
Hey, come on, it's no laughing matter. It can be very painful, them things. Where did it sting you?
Well, obviously not on his conch.
Well, you won't have it seen to, you know. You can have very nasty repercussions, them things.
What sort of repercussions?
Well, I saw a lot of it in the army. Hornets, stings, scorpions. I've seen grown men crying like babies. Would you like me to have a look at it for you?
No, thank you. A tomato juice and brandy, please.
Brandy?
It's medicinal.
A dollar per TCP would do you more
So
good.
that's one tomato juice and one brandy. Right, I'll get it for you. You know, we shouldn't be sat here with this flipping.
I agree with you. Where shall we be sat then? At a pavement cafe in Covent Garden, with a crowd of yuppies competing to buy champagne and take us for a ride in the Porsche.
Champagne gives me indigestion.
Ah, you know what I mean, kid. This scene's dead. We'd like to get away from it.
Yeah, but not to yuppie land, thank you very much.
Oh, where to then?
Oh, everywhere. Australia, Canada, America, India, the Far East. I want to go everywhere one of these days. When I'm an old lady, I want to look back and say I've done everything. And I'm not going to miss out a damn thing.
I could stay like this forever.
And a good day, then.
Brilliant, as my son would say. Thank you.
It's okay. First of many, I hope.
Oh, I don't know about that, Martin.
Why? Do you not want to?
Of course I do. You know the complications as well as I do.
What complications? What people will say, stuff it.
Right, come on, Jiminy Cricket, you next up, then dancers.
Who's taking me to school tomorrow?
Oh, yes, I'm your own personal driver, sir, your honour, your worship, your lordfulness.
You're daft, you.
Listen, Leslie, your cheek. Go on, clean your teeth, say your prayers, and I'll be up in 5 minutes to shut you up.
I'm going to say a prayer for a new pair of football boots.
You're supposed to ask God to look after those that you love. Like, please, God, look after Sarah Louise because she's only little, and look after Mummy because she's all on her own.
No, she's not.
Oh, she is with you tonight, love.
I expect Martin will be with her again.
No, he only comes to take you out.
No, he doesn't. He came last night and Mum let him sleep in a bed.
I'm sure you got that wrong, Tiger.
I haven't. I saw him. It's not fair. She only lets me sleep in a bed when I'm poorly. Can I have a biscuit to take up to bed?
Hey, you want to get yourself an alarm clock?
What?
I've already got Mrs. Bishop's fruit and veg down the market.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want to be careful you don't find any grubs. I mean, the market's all right, you know, but this is prime stuff.
Yeah, Rob. Not a patch on them.
You what?
Hey, up, isn't that the new owner?
Ah, yeah, Maurice Jones. He's come out world a bit. Do you know, when he first started, all he had was a barrow and a shovel.
I want to make myself known to that gentleman. I say.
Sorry?
Good morning. Sugden's name, ex-army sergeant, retired. I've got a bone to pick with you.
Me? What have I done wrong then?
You butchered the local industry, that's what you've done. I fought, you know. I answered the call. I stopped Hitler. And if folk had the same spirit today, they'd stop you.
Oh, I see. You protected our local heritage then. This England. Slums, sweatshops, and God save the King.
I beg your pardon?
Listen, old Tom, you got things all wrong. I admire chaps like you. My old fellow, one of the Dunkirk Brigade. Hey.
What?
How do you fancy a job?
Now then, darling. Let your nana nip top off its egg, shall we, eh? And then you can dip your soldiers in, can't you? Eh? How are you going on with your Cocoa Pops, Louis? Your pal likes them, doesn't he?
William Reynolds. He has crisps for his breakfast.
No, not William, lovey. Your big pal, Martin Platt. What does he have for his breakfast?
Don't know what he is.
Not more secrets.
I'm only asking about his big pal. This lovey, he takes you swimming, doesn't he? And then he takes you home.
We play footy in the garden, free and in. It's not much use as a goalie.
And then he stops, doesn't he? And him and your mum tuck you up in
Tell you
bed.
what, Tiger, go get your school things. I'll run you down in taxi, no charge.
Bags me play the radio.
Yeah, go on. Sorry about that, love, but I don't think it's very clever pumping a kid.
Well, I shan't rest, shall I?
Look, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I mean, Martin, carrying on with Gail, don't make sense.
You heard what Nicky said.
Look, Nicky's a grand lad, but he's a born romancer.
That little lad has seen something. I hardly dare think what.
Morning, Rita.
Morning.
Right, off to the fray. I might see you at lunchtime.
Well, what's your blood pressure now?
No, don't worry. If there's to be any trouble, my nerves are equal to it.
Your dander's up, though, isn't it? I can see all the signs. The way you attacked that toast.
Well, I admit I have a low boiling point, Mavis, but I can handle it. It might be a jungle out there, but I shall survive. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rita.
Try.
Well, what were all that about?
Derek thinks he's been muscled in on.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, it's just a suspicion so far, but the clues are all there. Some unscrupulous persons raiding Derek's territory.
You mean there's two fellas flogging clockwork teeth, imitation dog dirt and ducks with wind?
Go on, don't mind me. You have your little snigger. Actually, it's snowstorm paperweights, if you must itemise.
Ah, the classy end of the range.
Yes, but this pirate stuff's substandard, you see. The snow doesn't swirl, it's just static.
So?
So, it means some shark has got hold of this stuff dirt cheap and is getting it to Derek's regular outlets before him.
Well, that's not hard. Time he starts. And not unusual, I would have thought.
It's outrageous, Richard. I mean, there are unwritten rules. Derek can't go into a shop without finding 24 snowstorms staring at him from the counter.
It's getting near school dinner time, Mrs. Bishop. I'll best be off.
Right, Mr. Sugden.
Haven't you noticed a fresh key on the keyboard?
Oh?
Yes, well, it's my new appointment, you see. I've been given the keys to the factory. I'm now their official holder.
Beg your pardon?
Well, I'm in charge of the premises. Anybody seeking admission have got to speak to me personally.
I don't believe this.
Well, it's quite simple, really. Mr. Jones was looking for somebody of some standing. Happened to be on the spot. He was going to ask you.
You must be joking. Jones is the man who put me out of a job.
Yes, I know. That's why I thought you wouldn't mind me stepping in.
Well, I suppose not, but what's it in aid of?
Well, people will be looking, you know, for admission, like electricity, gas, and so forth.
But he's having the place knocked down, for heaven's sake.
I know, that's the rumour. There's something else in the wind.
All right. Gail. Hiya, it's Morton reporting. Right, I've made the beds, I've washed the pots and stuff. How's things at your end? Oh, hot and steamy. I was talking about the cafe, not us. So I'll pick you up in about an hour. Okay.
Right, what's for eats?
Oh, we're not eating here, love. No, I thought we could get a snack in town after we've taken Sarah back to Pauline's.
Pauline, you mean Gail's baby minder? How come?
My job interview.
I'd completely forgot.
Hey, well, don't forget you've got to pick Nicky up after school, will you?
Nothing if not obliging,
No, and that's what minders need, and I'm telling you, here we are dashing about while God knows what's going on.
Hey, now then.
Oh, all right, you. Yes, go on, push it all behind the clock. But that is not my way. And when I think of what Gail could be getting up to, especially now we've got the nippers.
Look, Gail's at work, love.
She wasn't yesterday, and she managed to wangle to have the house to herself all last night. And most of the day. Now, come on, little treasure. Let's friends after. She's a little loveless one. She's a good one, aren't you, darling? I tell you what, there's not much of Gail in her.
It's getting worse, Mavis. I mean, the man must be jet-propelled. If I go into one more shop and there's the display groaning with snowstorm paperweights, I'll crack. I'll do something silly.
And are they all seconds that don't swirl?
This is all rubbish, everything he sells. Discontinued lines. And the clockwork teeth, Dracula wouldn't be seen dead in. And the doggy poo is Sorry, we're eating. I won't go into that.
But surely your new lines will sell better in the long run.
Of course. I mean, the paperweight I'm pushing plays White Christmas. But in the meantime...
Well, I'm sorry if I'm being thick, Derek, but I can't quite see.
Mavis, shopkeepers can't order ad infinitum. Surely you in your job must realise that. And once this scoundrel's stocked them up, I've had it.
Well, can't you warn them, make some phone calls?
Oh, it's illegal, I shouldn't wonder. Restraint of trade.
Well, once he's made his killing, surely your clients
No,
will be...
it's my sales figures, Mavis. My monthly target. You see, I'm still on trial, and I was hoping for a really good month. But if this goes on, I'll be well short.
I reckon Alec's right, you know. It'll be back to ham rolls. There'll be no call at all for hot pot, not with the factory going west.
You know, it don't bear thinking about, does it? A world without hot pot.
They'll be knocking Blackpool Tower down next.
Hey, which one of you girls would like to do me a little favour, eh? Now, come on, form an orderly queue. Don't jump all at once, will you?
I know your favours.
Betty, it's just a little phone call.
Yes, well, feel free. I mean, it's Alec's bill, not mine.
No. I want you to make it, love.
Me?
Is anybody home? It's only us. You.
I told you she'd be at work.
Thanks, dear.
Yeah, Betty. Look, I've just found it here. I spotted it as I was idly scanning through.
Oh, yeah, missing your Vera's brass, eh?
Well, the brass means no to me, Betty. I'm just worried about her morale. She got potty at home, you know?
Nobody will notice.
Oh, come on, Betty. Play the white girl. Do a bit for the unemployed, will you? Look here, Luke. Skilled machinist, prompt start, right applicant, Brown's Textiles, right up our Vera's alley.
What do you think I am, your girl Friday? No, ring for your own jobs.
It's a bird's job, you daft tater.
Your bird's at home, though, isn't she?
Yeah?
I'll ring her.
Yeah, but the interviewing this afternoon. By the time I've called her, she's got a grip. They're going to be flipping snowed under. She gets a rotten awkward if she thinks I'm trying to organise something for her.
Oh, all right, anything for a bit of peace. I mean, look, what must I do?
Will you give Brown's a tinkle and book an interview for Mrs. Duckworth?
Oh, aye, there's things happening, you know.
I thought they were pulling that factory down.
Yes, so did I, but here I am appointed key holder. You know, I shouldn't wonder if folk aren't surprised by a change of plans, but I'll be the first one to know.
I thought you hated this bloke, Jones. Everyone round here thought even you had seen the light.
Well, private enterprise does have its place.
There you are, Mr. Sugden.
Oh, thank you, Uptop.
Where's your little pal these days, Martin? Is he making his fortune? Has he taken the pledge?
Ah, well, big mystery there. I think he's got a girlfriend going strong.
Some little innocent, I bet, kissing the ring and all that.
Hi, love. Oh, hiya. How do I look?
Very smart.
I've got a job lined up. Fashion. You know that posh little dress shop on Precinct?
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
How strange.
Beg your pardon?
Well, it's just I met a lady I know from Chapel, a Miss Simmons, and she told me she'd just been taken on there. She saw a card in the window, nipped in, and starts tomorrow.
Oh, blimey. Some folk are keen, aren't they? Spent hours on my hair, and I put all clean on, look.
Oh, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Oi, V, Dorsey.
What?
Here, come here. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what?
I know where there's a job going.
Oh, not another.
Look, it's yours for the asking. I give them a tinkle, mention your name. They said, get her down here, they said. Just what we're looking for.
It's not charring, is it?
It's machining, isn't it? Your craft and all that. Top-class firm. Brown's, no less.
Browns. Knickers.
You what? It's flaming good money. Don't you go turning your nose up at it, woman.
No, it's what they make. Knickers. Day in and day out.
Oh, well, I mean, we're all right for curtains, aren't we? You could do with a change. Come in. I'll give you the rest of the details.
Oh, right.
You'll be calling back tomorrow, then, did you say?
It's down for tomorrow.
Right, gas board, Mrs. Bishop. You could be calling back again tomorrow. Now, if I am to be on traffic duty, you know where the keys are.
I'm sure I'm not interested, Mr. Sugden. And I know you're just doing your job, but I think it's a scandal.
Trouble? Enforced retirement. Distracts folks in funny ways. Now, I'll log you as arriving at 14:10 hours and departing at 14:30 hours. Escorted throughout visit.
Want to search me then?
No, that won't be necessary.
Up the workers! Solidarity! Lech Walenska! More jobs, less property developments, mate!
Take no notice. Happily thinks you're the new owner. Got no brains. Well, he's a student.
Mavis, this is Derek. Don't talk, just listen. I'm standing outside the toy shop in Ashton Parade. The threat to our livelihood is actually in the shop, cutting my throat.
Derek, do be careful. Don't do anything rash.
I have to take action. I thought it best to let you know that the crunch has come. I realise it's a ticklish situation. I realise he might well be a brute, but I intend to lie in wait, and when he emerges, I shall tackle him. I love you, Mavis. I want you to know that, just in case anything comes badly out of this.
Derek! What is going on? Peter, it's dreadful, like that rival. Derek's tracked him down and I think there might be a fight.
Why, is it a woman?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, if it didn't, I doubt there'll be any fight. Unless, of course, it were a little fella.
That is cruel.
Sorry, just slipped out.
Well, I don't care what you say, man or woman. If my Derek has to defend his territory, he will.
Good afternoon, Brown's Textiles. May I help you? I'll put you through. Go for you.
Good afternoon, love. You're Mrs.
Duckworth. I believe you know of me, like...
Do I?
Well, so I understood. Leastways, anyway, I'm here now, aren't I? My name's Mrs. Duckworth. Who'd get wed when you get a name like that? Oh.
Well, don't fret, Blondie. I'll not hold it against you.
Oh, you can if you like, you know. I'm not shy.
I can see that. Now, if you can just fill this in.
Yeah. Knickers. Laundry, I mean. That's what you make here, isn't it?
You've done your own work, haven't you? Fancy yourself in lingerie, do you?
Well, I haven't fetched my photos, but I was once voted Miss Saucy Pants at Butlins one year.
Is that a fact? Play your cards, right? There could be modelling opportunities.
I bet you say that to them all.
Don't undersell yourself, darling. Any road. Fill the crime sheet in and I'll be back.
Right. Okay, I think I've cramped it here. Right.
Well, would you believe it? Still, I mind to know, mayn't I? And I thought I was being crafty keeping me gob shut. Bayek Vera Duck with you're a right sly apeth, what are you?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, it's you I'm talking to. Yes? I'd like to know just what you think you're up to.
Feel free.
Pardon?
Ask me what you think I'm up to. Or better still, save your breath, because I'll tell you. Earning my living.
And what's it to you?
Well, you're trespassing, aren't you?
Trespassing? Isn't this a public road, then?
Don't be clever with me. You know damn well this is my territory.
Oh, my mistake. I thought this was Weatherfield, not Chicago. I didn't recognise you, Mr. Capone. You used to wear a big hat. Anyway, can't stop chatting. More calls to do. You know how it is if you're in the game.
Can I have your name, please?
Certainly. Bagshaw. B. Bagshaw. B stands for Bernard.
I can put a stop to this, you know. That's my company's old stock you're selling.
Bought and paid for, old son.
I've nursed these customers. You've no right. It's daylight robbery. I suppose once you've cleaned up, you'll not be back here again.
Oh, I shall. I work independently. 2-year turnaround. Cover the country like. I keep coming back like a bad dream.
You're nothing but a cowboy.
That's me, partner. So long.
You've destroyed my sales figures. Got my customers not knowing who to trust. You'll not get away with this. Aren't you ashamed?
Not a bit.
I'm taking this to the highest authorities.
All filled in, is it, Flower?
Yeah.
Won't be a tick, ladies.
Hey, I'm in here, I tell you. No danger. It's tech with me, is.
Well, if that's the score, it's a poor do. I'll give up. You're not saying you beat me if it were a matter of no instead of a flipping leg show.
Huh? Just because you didn't get dressed up?
Dressed up? I don't come for jobs like this like a cut-price Sarzar Gabor. Anyhow, who tipped you off this fella was running a harem?
Care off, it's just been matey. Look, if that machine room wants cheering up, well, I'm the favourite.
Ooh, you can't even don your Jack's woolly vests.
Look, you might be brainy, but if it comes to sex appeal that's on that chap's mind, well, it's not my fault.
I'm sorry to keep you girls. There were a third applicant. However, she's not shown, so it's down to you. And I think, to be fair, I've got to make it first come, first served.
Oh, thanks. Hiya, Pete. I'm sorry I'm late. Did you know it were me as had applied?
Lynn, I'd no idea. I never thought Atkinson's had let you go.
Well, I've got shut of my husband and I thought, why not make a fresh start?
Come through, gorgeous. Tell me all.
Don't she get a form to fill in?
Hey, up. Great day for race.
What race?
Human race.
Oh, give me strength. I'm not going in your taxi if that's the patter you pedal. Oh, dear.
Hello, lad.
Hi.
Who's to shopping for?
For me, mum.
Yeah. Of course you would be, wouldn't you?
What there?
Hey, by the way,
What?
we think it's great, the trouble that you're taking with young Nicky.
That's no trouble. I like the kid.
Yeah, he says some funny things, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't know. It makes sense to me. Depends what point of view you take.
He come out with something right by me the other night to Ivy.
Oh, eh?
Yeah. He said that you were stopping at Gail's house, you know. I mean, it sounded like you were stopping the right, you know. That's how it sounded to Ivy, anyway, and, well, you can imagine, can't you? I mean, Brian being hardly cold, you know.
Yeah, you can imagine.
I know it's not strictly my business, lad, but there's not going on between you and Gail, is there?
Not strictly your business. If you ask me, it's none of your business. Full stop.
Well, I've never seen her so barefaced, flaunting herself, she was. It was disgraceful. I said to Ivy, I said, well, if that's what it takes, he can shove his job.
Lynn were it?
Yeah?
I think I know her. Used to work at Atkinson's.
Yeah?
Common as muck. She came second to me in a Miss Lovely Legs competition. Turned really dirty. Said it were fixed.
Well, that's not to brag about. Can't beat her legs, I'd give up. Seen better legs holding pianos up.
You were all tightened up. Why didn't you do a bit of flaunting?
Hey, yo, I'm a decent woman, me. I won't lower myself.
Oh, hello, Rita. It's Derek. Can I speak to Mavis, please?
Hang on a minute. Mavis, it's for you. The mystery man himself.
Derek, oh, where have you been? It's nearly 2 hours since you rang. You promised faithfully you'd ring back, and I've been worried sick.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm at the Rovers. I felt the need for a strong drink. I'll be home in a tick.
Oh, I should hope you will. You might have called earlier. Well, did anything happen?
Oh, no, just a routine day in the jungle of commerce, Mavis.
You sound most peculiar.
No wonder, given what I'm up against. The man's a bandit, Mavis. Hard-bitten and cool with it. My sales figures can go hang. And my job with them, in all probability.
Oh, it's gloves off.
Knives out. No rules, no mercy. Winner takes all. I'll be home in 10 minutes. I quite like some hot buttered toast.
Is there out on tonight, love?
No, I'm all yours.
Oh, stopping in then, are we?
Well, it's been quite a day one way or another. What are you missing out on that job?
Hey, tell you what, we could nip to Gales.
What? On catch?
No, don't be daft, Don. I can see it all. I'm getting it all in perspective now. What little Nicky said meant no love. No, I thought she might like a chat, you know, a bit of company.
I don't know. She might already have company.
Like who?
Like Martin.
Pooh, you've changed your tune, haven't you? I thought it was me that saw mischief in everything.
I had a word with him. Daddy weren't in corner shop, so I had a word with him.
Well, go on.
Well, I told him what we were thinking. What Nicky had said and what we were thinking.
Well?
He got stroppy, didn't he? Obvious had it a nerve.
Oh, the truth.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Oh, he weren't owning up, but he weren't denying no neither.
Hey, Emily.
Oh, morning.
You've still got a set of keys to Baldwin's, haven't you?
Well, they're in Mr. Sugden's charge, really.
I beg your pardon, did I hear my name?
Well, you will do if you go out in my outdoor. So you've got keys for the factory, have you?
I have, yes, entrusted to me by the new owner.
Ah, let us in so we can get us stuff.
I'm sorry, no. My instructions are to admit only bona fide persons representing essential services.
Oh, go on. Well, it don't matter to you, does it?
What matters to me is I've been given a position of trust, and I've no intentions of betraying. I'll see you later, Mrs. Bishop. See you later.
Morning.
Position of trust. Collaborating with enemy, more like. They were tarring and feathering you, so after war. Well, you understand, don't you, Emily? I mean, there's stuff of ours still over there. What's some of yours, I shouldn't wonder.
Well, yes, but the keys really are nothing to do with me anymore.
Pension.
What? You mean?
Yeah. Them keys must be in your house somewhere. Borrow them. Oh, let me in and I will.
Oh, no, I'd rather do it myself, if anybody's going to.
Oh, you will then?
Well, after the way we were treated.
Yeah, shameful it were. Serve them right, whatever we took.
And we wouldn't be removing anything except for what was ours.
No, only what belongs to us. I mean, there can't be out wrong in that, can there?
Well, no.
Great. I'll have a word with Ivy and others, see if they want to come. You go see where old Diddler's put the keys, and I'll meet up with you later, right?
You see, it's all stress, isn't it? And that's the last thing Derek needs. It's the last thing any of us need, but Derek in particular.
Well, the last thing I need was a big drink before I went to bed last night. I thought I were never going to waken up this morning.
Derek started drinking.
Send him round. Keep one another company.
Oh, not a lot. Not as much as some people.
Thank you.
No, but he started having the odd glass of port, whereas he'd have preferred warm milk or a cup of tea.
Well, that's the top of a slippery slope, Mavis, is that?
Rita, I know you're not taking this seriously, but this man encroaching on Derek's territory, it's really upset him. I can see it in his mind all the time. Oh, anyway, don't say anything.
What am I going to say?
Oh, well, you do look smart.
You know, I've been thinking, if I see him again, I shall ignore him, treat him with contempt.
Oh, you're not still on about that man.
Pirate, Mavis. Let's give him the name he deserves. Pirate. A man who knows nothing about the ethics of business. Thinks he can muscle in whenever he chooses. Well, he can't. And if I come across him, I shall tell him so in no uncertain terms.
Thought you were going to ignore him.
Yes, well, he shall understand it from the way I ignore him.
Oh.
Just try to forget about it, Derek. I mean, surely the world's big enough for the two of you.
It's not, no. The world of novelties and jokes is a very small one. There's barely room for one to make a living, let alone two.
Well, all right, but try not to worry about it.
I'm not. He's the one who's going to be doing the worrying.
I see what you mean.
Well, I only hope this man's got the good sense to keep out of Derek's way.
Yeah, could get nasty if they start lobbing chattering teeth and hopping frogs at one another.
I want you to promise me that you do know. I'm not leaving this house until you do.
You won't have a long wait, then.
Ivy, it's none of your business.
It's what? My daughter-in-law is messing with some lad.
It's not a lad. It's a young man.
You're old enough to know better, then. And she's certainly old enough to know better. Damn them kids. What must they be seeing? What must he be doing to their minds?
Oh, come on.
You heard Nicky in this very house.
He thinks they're just friends. At his age, what else can he think?
And that's what she'd have us believe and all.
Oh, hello. Hey, I can't get used to this not working, can you? It's like being on holiday, only not supposed to enjoy yourself. I only got up this morning and nearly put my overall on.
Yeah, well, what can we do for you then, dear?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I've just been talking to Emily Bishop. You're not going to believe this. She's on our side for once. She's going to get the keys, you know, that Sugden's looking after, belonging to that factory. Well, she's going to let us in so we can get us bits and bobs. Good, eh?
Hey, yeah.
Well, are you coming?
No, thanks, Vera. I'm a bit busy today.
Busy? You haven't got a job.
I just am, Vera.
If you come across out of Ivy's, perhaps you could collect it for her, eh?
Yeah, all right, then. Oh, but don't you fancy coming? Just have a look. Hey, it'd be a right laugh.
No, Vera.
Oh, all right. Suit yourself, then.
Dom, there is no way I can ignore my daughter-in-law carrying on in a shameful and disgusting fashion. And that is what it is. I don't care what anybody else calls it. It's disgusting.
Look, I'm going to have to go.
Well, you go, then.
Look, promise me you won't go charging round to girls, accusing her of all sorts.
Not all sorts, Don. Just one thing.
Because if you do, it'll be a long time before you see them kiddies round here again. Now, just think about that.
Oh, so I'm to be blackmailed now, am I? Blackmailed into keeping me mouth shut?
Nobody's blackmailing you.
But I am thinking of those kids, Don. I sometimes think I'm the only one who is.
Look, Ivy, I've got to go. Now, promise me you'll do now.
Well, I won't speak to Gail.
You won't?
Not while you are not here, no.
You won't?
I promise. I don't need to promise, Don. If I say I won't, I won't.
All right, love, all right. Thank you.
How did he know?
That's what Nicky said about me stopping here. I don't know exactly what went on, but
And what did you say when Don said that?
said it was none of his business.
Oh, Marty.
Well, it's not.
So you told him it was true?
No.
As good as?
What else could I say?
You could have lied. You could have told him it's a load of rubbish, told him anything.
Sorry.
Now it'd be the full family inquisition. All over again. I'm surprised Ivy hasn't been round already waving a crucifix at me. Oh, Martin, how could you be so stupid?
I didn't think.
No.
Anyway, I don't care. I don't care who knows.
Well, you might not.
All right, Gail, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to run round to Don's and say, sorry, mate, but you've got it all wrong?
No, it's too late for that.
What do you want me to do?
Just hold me.
Now, these have come right back in. You'll have no problem shifting these. 50 pence a piece, and I can discount that if you want more than 2 dozen. Then we've got these. Bankrupt stock bees, so you couldn't get these any cheaper if you went over to Taiwan and brought them back yourself. Oh, no, I don't believe it.
No, carry on. Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, you're all right. Can I help you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Derek Wilton. I represent Chuckles Limited, leading suppliers of jokes, novelties and gift items. And I wondered if I could just...
do you mind? Do you mind? I'm not stood here for the good of my health, you know.
What, you're both selling the same stuff?
It might appear so, but I can assure you there's a vast difference in quality.
A difference in price. That's the only difference. Whatever he can show you, I'll show you cheaper.
It's a real turn-up, is this here? Hey, Alice.
Push off, can't you?
Just come here and listen to this.
What you have to ask yourself is whether you wish to trade with a reliable, long-established firm...
Oh, for crying out loud.
...or with some profiteering Johnny-come-lately.
Ha! This is the best in Morecambe and Wise. These two are selling the same stuff.
I can guarantee continuity of supply.
Ask him who's cheapest. Just ask him that.
As well as quickest response to market trends. We at Chuckles pride ourselves in being leading suppliers in our field. Not waiting to pick up other people's bankrupt stock.
I don't know where they've picked you up, I'll tell you that.
You're putting me on. It's a double act, is this, isn't it?
I don't know what it is, old son. But I'll come back another time, when Doris here has been taken back into care.
Well, that's disposed of the competition.
Go on, admit it. You're in it together. I'm right, aren't
So we're going over the road, you know, as soon as Emily gets there with keys.
Looting and pillaging.
Hey, don't say that to Emily. I don't think she's into looting and pillaging, Emily.
Can anybody come?
What do you mean, you? Well, you working?
Do I can nip out for 10 minutes? I just fancy a little look now.
Oh, all right. Hey, Emily, did you get him?
Yes, I have, though I still wonder whether they ought to...
I'll have £1.05.
Audrey, I wonder if I could have a word with you, please.
Well, certainly you can have a drink to go with it if you like.
No, in private. Could we slip back to my house?
Oh, Ivy, for heaven's sake, I've only just got this.
Well,
Can you ladies manage without me for a while?
What do you think? Definitely. What were you thinking? Rest of this year?
No, I'm just going for a spot of industrial archaeology, exploring the abandoned workplace of a long forgotten tribe.
Come on, then, Ed, could you look after that?
Hey, are you coming, Ivy?
no, I'm not Vera.
I don't know what's up with her today. See you, love.
Hi.
No, I went in and there he was, bold as brass, trying to peddle his nasty rubbish.
Dear.
Well, I wasn't going to back down, so I advanced and challenged him. Oh, Tina, half a bitter and pineapple juice, please.
And what happened?
What always happens when you face up to a coward. He backed down, turned tail and fled.
Oh, well, thank goodness. But, I mean, is this going to continue? Are you going to be forever haunted by this person?
No, I don't think so, Mavis, not anymore. He struck me as the kind of man who might not know very much, but he does know when he's met his match.
Come on, then, what's this? Let me just remember I've got a gin and tonic getting warm on the bar.
It's about Gail, your daughter.
Yeah.
She's having an affair with Martin Platt, you know.
Don't be so
She is.
silly, I.
Only I'm not allowed to say anything to Gail myself because I've had strict instructions from my husband on that one.
Well, I'm not surprised. I've never heard anything so daft, honestly. Quite
Listen, you
frank,
don't have to believe me, Audrey. Would you believe the words of your own grandson said in this very house? Will you believe Martin Platt when he more or less admitted to Don that it was true? It's true, all right. I'm just sorry that I have to be the one to tell you, only since I'm not allowed to talk to Gail myself, well, I thought you were the next best person I could say something to.
Oh, isn't it sad?
Hey, it was good talk. What tells he's a telly.
Yeah, now we've worked his fingers to the bone and never got enough for it. You know, I were a young woman when I started here.
Hey, there's some fair pieces of cloth here, worth a few bob, really.
We did say we'd only take what was ours.
Oh, yeah, of course we did, Emily, yeah. So you're going to have a look in your office then, are you?
Yes, I suppose I should. Yes, I shan't be a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, quick.
Right.
Get 'em in there before she comes back.
You better will.
There've been abandoned, haven't there? It's like when a ship sinks at sea. Whoever gets to salvage it gets to keep it.
Hey, look. Those cards are still here. I'm going to keep mine as a souvenir.
Oh, that flaming clock. Do you know it's through my life as that thing? Hey, we had some tools in the boiler room, didn't we?
Yeah, well.
Jack, leave that, love. I'll see to that. Nip down to the boiler room, see if you can get a crowbar or something.
What for?
Oh, to prise that clock off the wall. Never mind the card. It's the clock I want. Do you know, I've been a slave to that thing all my life. I'm going to take that with us.
Donny's sure, then, is there?
Well, like I said, he approached Martin Platt and was told it was none of his business. So I think we can draw his own conclusion from that, can't we?
Well, what does he think we should do?
Don? Don't know, but he seems to think it needs talking over.
Suppose she must have been lonely.
Oh, don't go making excuses, Audrey.
I'm not making excuses, Ivy. I'm just saying she must have been lonely.
And what about him, then? I suppose he must have been lonely, you
Oh,
know.
I don't know.
What about Alf?
Alf?
Well, he's as much entitled to an opinion as Don, isn't he?
Well, I don't think he'd be right helpful. I mean, he'd run a mile sooner than get involved in out like this.
That says maybe, but he is involved as your husband, Audrey. Seeing as I can't speak to Gail, what I want to know is, who will?
Don'll be in tonight, will he?
Well, yeah.
All right. I'll bring Alf round here when he's shut up shop, and then we can all have our say. At least then we can decide what to do for the best.
Here. How's about that, then?
Hey,
how's that?
I say, he does have his uses.
Well, I knew he must have.
Right, if you want me to park it over there, because we're taking it home, eh?
All right,
Yeah.
love. Number of times I've been summoned in this office. Baldwin would be sat there going red in the face, saying as how my work wasn't good enough, my timekeeping wasn't good enough. No, good enough, you know. No, never call me in to
I'll
say
do.
well done, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but always to criticise, you know. I'll give it sack. I got sacked twice, you know. Oh, I think he picked on me, you know, because I was biggest. Well, he's only short, and you know they say about short men, don't you? They've got complexes. He was stick out on me. Oh, hello, Mr. Baldwin.
Hello, Vera. What you doing? Taking a trip down memory lane?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
We weren't doing any harm.
No.
I couldn't care less what you do. Not mine anymore.
No, it's not, is it?
No.
I was just passing and saw the gates open. I always said if I didn't pay you a lot to come here, you'd still come. Out of sheer boredom.
Hey, we're still going to claim our compensation, you know.
I'm glad to hear it. If you want any help, let me know. Doing a bit of clearing up, are you, Jack?
Just a couple of mementos, you know.
Right, well, I'll leave you to it. Emily, this is developing into a party.
Well, not really. I was just thinking of Ernest. My first husband was killed in this factory.
Yeah. I expect you'll be glad to see it down then.
I don't know. It's a long time ago, Mr. Baldwin.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Right, well, I'll leave you to it. Tell you what, give it a little bit longer. It'll be time for a tea break.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
Just let me quote you. You won't get this stuff cheaper, not anywhere.
Look, you might be giving it away, but if I took it off you, my life wouldn't be worth living.
How do you mean?
But...
Oh, Rita, I'm sorry we're late. We just didn't notice the time.
How dare you?
Oh, no, it's Doris.
Rita, this man...
I know, I've guessed, and he's just on his way out, aren't you?
What do you mean? This
The
is
usurper, the pirate. And yes, he is on his way out. I shall see to that.
Get your hands off.
I'm going out.
Not because of you, I'm not. Out! Oh!
Hey, now that's enough.
Right. You've asked for it.
Rita, I think they're going to fight.
You wanted it? Come on, then.
Oh, Derek.
Come on.
Hey, cut it out. Now, stop it, stop it, the pair of you.
All right, Rita, I can handle him.
I'll handle both of you in a minute. Now, you out.
Not until I've given him what he's asking for.
I said out. And I don't want to see you anywhere near this shop again.
Just let me at him one chance.
You just stay there. And here, take this load of old cobblers with you.
Oh, he can thank his lucky stars you were here, Rita.
And you can thank your lucky stars I haven't thrown you out and all. You both are behaving no better than a couple of kids.
Rita, how can you say that?
I was provoked, severely provoked.
Were you all right, Derek? He didn't hit you, did he?
No, didn't lay a finger. Keep moving, you see. It's a secret.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
Well, what's he got to do with you?
Ignore him.
I happen to be responsible for the security of that property.
Oh, see you tonight, Joseph.
Hey, you just can't walk away. Come here, what are you doing? Where are my keys? Who's got my keys?
Well, these be what you're looking for, Mr. Sugden.
Nicky? Yeah? You know when you stayed at Nana Ivy's?
What, last time?
Did you talk to Nana Ivy about Martin at all? It's all right. You're not going to get into trouble. I just wondered if you'd mentioned anything about him staying here.
Yeah, I did.
I just wondered. It's all right.
Is he staying here tonight?
Well, yeah, he might come round later. Not until after you've gone to bed.
Oh,
yes. He's Mummy's friend as well as yours, you know.
my.
And yours.
Come in, make yourselves at home.
Had to practically drag him round.
Yeah, well, I've told you what it is. Look, don't make it out I'm just being uncooperative. I've told you what I think.
And what's that then, Alf?
Well, I don't think it's any of our business, quite honestly. That's if there's any truth in it in the first place, which I can't think there is in a million years.
But Nicky told us. And what did Martin Platt say to you?
Well, he didn't deny it.
See?
Yeah, well...
Look, you're my husband, and you're them kiddies' step-granddad, so you can't just wash your hands of it.
Do you want a beer, Alf?
Ah, go on.
Well, I'm going to make a pot of tea.
Well, not for me now, there's no need to.
I'll have a cup.
Well, look, what do you feel about it, Audrey? I mean, she's your daughter.
Well, I'm a bit shocked, I must admit.
What, because of the difference in their ages, you mean?
Well, yeah.
And because it's not just 6 months since our Brian died, her husband. I hope nobody's forgetting about that.
Nobody is, love.
Well, to hear how Nicky talk, you'd think this Martin Platt was already his dad. I mean, he's fussing about him, taking him here, taking him there. Well, now we know why, don't we?
No, I'm not sure that's fair.
No.
I mean, Apney's perfectly sincere about the whole thing.
Don, he hasn't got a proper job. He hasn't got a qualification. He hasn't got 2 pennies to rub together. Which, of course, could be the attraction that our girl has for him, couldn't it? The financial position our Brian's left her in.
Do you know what this is beginning to sound like? A lynch mob.
Oh, come on, it's not a lynch mob, Alf. Look, we all care about the welfare of those children, don't we? I hope nobody's denying that.
No. Are you denying it?
No, no.
Well, look, I don't care a monkey's about this Martin. I mean, he can go and take a running jump as far as I'm concerned. But I will do anything to protect the future of those children.
We know that, love.
Not forgetting Gail, I hope.
Oh, no, I'm not forgetting nobody. In fact, if I don't hear anything better than's been said so far, beggar any promises I might have made, I shall be going round to see our Gail first thing in the morning.
Who started packing yet?
Of course I haven't.
Jenny, it's not that far off, you know.
It's far enough. Anyway, I don't want to start upsetting Rita yet.
What do you mean?
Well, I just get the impression that... I don't know what it is exactly, but I get the impression that she's not looking forward to being left on her own. And I mean, Brighton, well, I won't be exactly popping back at weekends, will I?
Well, I can understand, but you've got to start packing sooner or later.
I know.
Jack, why can't you buy your wife a wristwatch like everybody else?
I didn't know she was going to carry the flaming thing about with her, did
Hey,
I?
happen she'll have you clocking in and out at all.
Oh, no chance.
Do what Vera did. Get someone else to clock in for you. Stick another one in there, will you?
Large one, mate.
Yeah, please. Right, girls, last time I'm asking. Anyone fancy a drink?
Thanks very much, Mr. Baldwin.
Right, then, what you having?
Mine's a pale ale, thanks.
Well, actually, we were just going to go on to Brandy's, weren't we, girl? Yeah.
Brandy's, eh? Then Brandy's it is. Large ones suit you? And 5 large brandies, please, Jack.
We can afford it.
Perhaps he thinks if he buys us a drink, we'll forget about his compensation.
Well, let him think it. As long as he keeps buying us drinks only.
I mean, all right. Don spoke to me.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's told Davy.
I know what Nicky's told her, though. That you've been stopping here.
So, he's no better at lying than I am.
I don't really want you to have to lie. It's just that
I know. Think of the scandal, think of the gossip. Gail Tilsley's running around with this immature youth that's barely started shaving. What's the world coming to? Where will it end?
we're not doing anybody any harm, are we?
No.
Well, then.
Well, do you want me to have another word with Martin?
Oh, and what good's that going to do?
Look, the lad will just say exactly what he said before, which he's perfectly entitled to do.
I don't care about his entitlements, Alf.
Yeah, I know you have said.
No, I think it's Gail we should be talking to.
Yeah, but not accusing, though.
I won't be accusing. I shall just be asking her what in God's name she thinks she's playing at.
I'll go and talk to her.
Eh?
Well, I am her mother, aren't I? I mean, it should be me, if anybody.
Well, you know what I think.
Yes, we do. What about you, Don? Ivy? Will you leave it to me to go and talk to her?
Yes, we will, love. Won't we?
Well, if that's what you want.
No, it's not what I want, Ivy. It's not what I want at all. But I haven't heard aught else better suggested. I'll go and see her tomorrow.
Jack! Come and see!
wonder if there's any chance Baldwin's still in there.
No chance.
Change and decay in all I see. I thought it was my head. I could hear this thumping. I thought I had hangover.
Don't upset yourself, Mrs. Bishop. It's only a building when all's said and done.
It's not going to be for much longer.
Oh, well, we all have our hair days, and then we dispose of it.
Let's go in and get some breakfast.
Hello, love, it's me.
Oh, hello, ma'am. Hang on a minute, darling. I'll be with you in a minute.
Gail, look, I've got to talk to you, so I can either come round this morning or come into the cafe, whichever is most convenient.
Well, neither is, ma'am. Not today. What's it about, anyway?
Well, I'd rather not talk on the phone, actually, love. It's just a bit delicate. Surely you can spare half an hour.
Ma'am, I can't spare 5 minutes. I'm running late as it is. Nikki, I said a plain biscuit, not a chocolate one. How many times do I have to tell you?
What's dust out there? I can't even put the fruit out.
Well, I suppose I better come round tonight then, if you really can't make it any earlier. You will be in tonight, won't you?
Well, that's about, don't we?
Well, I suppose so. Yeah.
No, what I mean is, you'll be in by yourself.
I'll be in by myself. Yes.
All right, love. Well, I'll give you time to put the kiddies to bed, then I'll be over. About 8:30, all right?
Bye.
Bye.
You know what I think?
Oh, Alfie! Do you know, if you say that once more, I'm going to borrow that big ball they're swinging over there and brain you.
So, that's something to read with me breakfast before I go to bed?
Oh, still on nights at that petrol station, then?
No, not every night. But, well, yeah, someone has to keep the nation on the move, don't they?
Must play havoc with your social life.
Oh, aye. Folk been missing me, have they? Asking for that dashing young man with a devastating sense of humour?
No, I just said it must play havoc with your social life.
Well, I manage. All right, ta-da.
Ta, Martin.
Ta-da.
Oh, thanks, love. And where's Derek today, then?
Oh, he had to make an early start. He was due in Liverpool this morning.
Liverpool. Who's he fighting?
He's not fighting anybody, Rita.
Oh, well, glad to hear it.
As a matter of fact, he's asked me to apologise to you for what happened yesterday. He says he knows it wasn't very dignified, but, well, he hopes you'll understand it was just a male instinct to defend his territory.
Well, so long as he don't make habit of it.
And I've made him promise that if ever he comes across that dreadful man again, he's got to turn around and walk away. I think he will. I mean, let's face it, you couldn't describe Derek as a violent type. Not compared to a lot of men.
No.
Well, you've seen what's happening then, have you?
What, Mike Baldwin's factory's opened up again and back in full production, is it?
No, it isn't. It never will be now. There's only half of it standing. 8 o'clock this morning, they started demolishing it.
Well, I were half right.
Is that true?
Yeah, go and have a look if you want.
Total upheaval. Traffic diverted, all sorts, and that's just the beginning. It's going to be like living under a state of siege from now on. I'll have a packet of wine gums and mint imperials as well, please.
Well, did anybody know it was going to start so soon?
Nobody.
Well, they know now, don't they?
Whoever's doing it is doing it to make a profit, not to improve the view from your front window.
It's too late for me to change my mind.
You want to?
No, I'm glad to get rid of it.
No, you just can't keep away, eh?
I can't win, can I? I mean, if I don't come, it's because they say I'm ashamed of sham face, and if I do come, they say it's because I got the gloat.
Nobody understands you, do they?
Oh, do they? You're used to it.
Hey.
I know I'm not supposed to say that, am I? But, no. Seeing all this, I'm in the mood for reminiscence.
Yeah, well, I'll leave you to it because I'm not.
Mum.
Don't tell Mum me. You're supposed to be resting. Resting that leg in particular. Now sit down. And don't think you can get up the minute my back's turned, because I'll know if you do.
She doesn't seem to realise I'm a married woman. She treats me like I'm a young teenager.
I wish mine would. My mum was surprised to find out I can talk and dress myself.
Oh, hello. Jenny, isn't it?
Yeah? You were one of the policemen who...
Detective Sergeant Crane.
Do you want to come in?
Probably best. It's actually Mrs. Fairclough I'm after.
About me dad?
Well, like I say, it's her I have to talk to. Is she not in?
No.
She runs a shop, doesn't she? A newsagent.
Yeah, but she won't want to see you there. I mean, there's always people coming in, you know. You can't be private. Can't you tell me?
Well, I suppose there's no reason why not. I will have to come back and talk to Mrs. Fairclough, but it's hardly confidential.
It is about my dad, though, isn't it?
Yes.
So, Audrey's going down to see Gail tonight?
Well, I'm sure it's better her than Ivy. Ivy done inflamed situation.
Yeah, women, though. You know, they just don't seem capable of not minding other people's business. I mean, if it was me and I found out you were knocking about alone, I wouldn't follow you around laying the law down.
Absolutely not.
Of course not. I wouldn't even consider it was my business. Whereas women, they don't seem capable of doing that.
Yeah, but you see, I don't think she's got over what happened to Brian. I mean, she can't bring herself to see that Gail's a free agent.
How you done? Ivy not with you then?
No, she's, well, yeah, she didn't fancy coming out.
Oh, you should have forced her, you know. 'Cause I'll tell you what I think. I think she's depressed over the factory closing down. Well, I say closing down. They're knocking it down now, aren't they?
I don't think so.
But a big part of her life, you know that. I think that happening, that's coming as a big shock. I mean, me, I'm naturally happy, you know. So, I mean, I'm all right. But Ivy, she dwells on things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll end up having to take her to the doctor if you're not careful.
What is it, a pale ale?
You get all knocked off, you know, for them that's unemployed.
No, as a matter of fact, we're thinking about putting another 10p on it to encourage you to get out there and get a job.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah.
See you laughing, Vera.
Hey, what's she planning on doing, your dear? Is she looking for other work?
I don't know, she's looking, Betty. I've done a lot of finding.
Well, it can't be that easy, can it?
Come on, Betty, it'll be all right when the building starts going over there. There'll be all sorts going, won't they? Brickying, plastering.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have her doing that.
Why not? Just see how Vera in hard hat. Suit her, but with a hard face, wouldn't it?
Oh, go on. Yes, lads.
2 pints of your best bit of love, please.
Right. Hey, are you one of them that's making a mess across there?
Yeah, do you like it?
Well, I've got mixed feelings. That was my place of work you've just knocked down, you know.
Just wait till this after when we start on this side of the street.
Yeah, well, keep your hands off the one with the stone cladding. You can do what you like with grass.
Give us a bit of a warning over here and then we can evacuate.
I tell you what, we'll see what your beer's like. If we like it, we might grant a reprieve.
What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I thought we said I was coming over tonight.
Yes, I know, but, well, I've decided I'd rather get it over with now. Seems I've a pretty good idea what it's all about. Oh, but, we need Ivy in on it, don't we?
Ivy? No, it's me that wants to talk.
Oh, yeah? But only because of what Ivy told you. Come on, ma'am. Let's not play games, either.
Yeah, all right, well, it is because of what Ivy's told me.
Yes. So where is she? We might as well have her in on it, ma'am. Get it all over with in one go.
Gail, look, I want to talk to you.
And Ivy's not going to say a word? She's going to sit in the background as quiet as a mouse, is she? Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that in a million years, ma'am. So quite frankly, I'd rather hear what it is you both have to say to me, and then I can get on with my life. So where is she? Is she
I
at
don't
home?
know where she
Well, let's
is.
go and find out.
Oh,
shall we?
Gail, please, Gail! Gail! Gail, please! I'm sorry, love, we're closed. Gail? This is not
it's mine. I'd rather hear what it is you have to say to me face, Ivy, rather than have me mum act as messenger for you.
Well, you shall hear it. You would have heard it yesterday, only the general opinion was that I should keep my mouth shut.
General opinion? Well, there's been quite a debate about this, hasn't there?
Not a debate.
Only amongst members of your family who are very concerned about what they've been hearing.
I see. And just what have you been hearing, Ivy?
We're not out to accuse you or condemn you.
You've been having Martin Platt stay at your place, yes?
Ivy. Martin is a friend of mine. He's also been very good with Nicky.
That's not answering my question, Gail.
No, I've no intention of answering your question, Ivy. What I do with my life is my business.
Oh, just what Martin said to Don, which tells us everything we need to know.
You don't need to know anything, Ivy. Just who do you think you are that you think you have the right to sit in judgment on everything I do?
Let's keep calm, shall we?
What about the scandal, Gail? Have you thought about the gossip it's bound to cause?
No. But if there is any, I'll know who started it.
Oh, it started when you started taking it with this layabout.
Oh, he's a layabout now, is he? And what am I, Ivy? What names would you like to call me?
Nobody's calling you
And
names.
The kiddies, Gail. What effect is it going to have on them? What effect is it having already?
I wondered when we get round to them.
Oh, and don't you think that's important? Don't you think they matter?
Oh, yes. I think they matter. But I think they only matter to you because they're what you think gives you the right to talk to me like this. You're not thinking of my kids, Ivy.
Oh, yes,
no,
I
you're
am.
not. You're using them. You're using them to keep control over me. And we both know why that is, don't we? Because you still blame me for what happened to Brian.
May God forgive you, Gail.
Yes, well, he might, but you never will.
Now stop this, both of you.
Well, you can talk to her because I can't.
I would never do anything that would harm my children, ever.
You are doing it already, madam.
Gail, love, now listen. We know you've got the right to lead your own life.
Sounds like it.
Well, I know you've got a right to lead your own life. And I mean, whatever's going on between you and Martin, well, that's your business.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
No, don't thank me. Because I'm not on your side, not this time. Oh, love, I'd like to be, but I mean, he is so much younger than you. I mean, just think of all the talk that's going to start.
Care.
Oh, it's obvious you don't care.
Ivy, please, now come on. Okay, love, well, you may not care now, but then you may think differently once it starts. And what about the children? Yeah, I am going to mention the children, Gail, because there's no way they can be left out.
They're what matter.
Because I don't.
But what about them? I mean, you say yourself how good Martin is with Nicky. And he is, because I've seen him. But I mean, what kind of situation are you starting there? What's little Nicky going to feel when you and Martin break up, Which odds on you will sooner or later. I mean, just think about that, Gail. I mean, that's all we're asking, love.
Well, that's it, is it? Nothing else?
Just that you think about what's right, Gail.
We're not blaming you, love. We want you to be happy. Honestly. More than anything else, we want you to be happy.
I will be. I'll be very happy if you two will just leave me alone.
Oh, hello. You do come off that phone sometimes, then.
How do you mean?
Well, I've tried phoning you 3 or 4 times today, lady, and every time it's been engaged.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to Joanne. Why, what was it?
Oh, not important. Just wondered what you wanted for your tea before I went shopping.
Anything, I don't mind. Except that I'm going to be a bit late. That's what I've called in to tell you. I've got to go to Manchester for something, so I won't be back until about 6:30, 7. Is that all right?
And what's so urgent you've got to go dashing to Manchester?
I'll tell you when I come back.
OK. Are you ready for Brighton then, Jenny?
Sort of, yeah.
The question is Brighton ready for her? Oh, you must be excited. I know I would be.
Yeah. I'll see you later on then.
Tra. Tra, love. Bye. To be young again and have the world at your feet. Yeah. Well, she'll only have it once. I just hope she enjoys it.
Is Martin coming round?
Not tonight, no.
Oh, why not?
Because he's not.
Can't you ring him?
Oh, Nicky, don't go on, please. Martin's got work to do. He's got his own friends to see. He can't be round here every night. Go out and play. We're all kids in this house, aren't we? Yeah. Wanting to see our friends when we want to. Feel grown-ups tell us we mustn't. We can't. Can't. It's not right. Rotten old grown-ups wanting to spoil everything.
So, they want the same number of lorries as today?
Oh, aye. There's a load to shift yet.
As long as I know. You not had any problems?
Yeah, folded like a pack of cards.
I've always said you can't beat rotten buildings when it comes to knocking them down. Hi, then.
Cheers, boss. All right, lads.
Mr.
Sugden. I brought your keys back. They were appropriated briefly by some of the factory workers, but I don't think any damage was done.
Well, I don't think it'll show much now, do you? Anyhow, let me give you something for your troubles.
Oh, that's not necessary, no, thanks.
Oh, fair's fair, though. You did me a favour.
No, I used to be the caretaker, you see, and that's why I did it, not for any money.
Suit yourself. Always find better use for my money. Which is more than I can say for these. See you, Dad.
Hello, Percy.
When I think of all the hours I've spent cleaning and polishing that floor, now look.
Well, it doesn't matter. Folks had appreciated at the time, love.
And that flat I had, as cosy as you could want, that flat.
Hey, come on. Let me treat you to a drink. You sound as if you need one.
You know, you think you're building something permanent, and along they come, it's all gone.
That's why we've got us memories. That's what's permanent. And they can't knock them down, try as they like.
Can I have some arrows, please, Jack?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, curly lad.
Well, go easy on us. I've only been up half hour.
Oh, come on.
Now then, Percy, what are you having to drink, love?
I'll just have half a bitter, please.
I'm having a brandy. You can have one and all if you like.
No.
Don't want to break the habit of a lifetime, do you, Percy? Well, I'm trying to cheer him up. He's beginning to sound like an old fella.
Well, I am an old fella.
Well, you don't have to sound like one. And never mind what they're knocking down. Think about what they're putting up. Hey, them new houses. We could put us pensions together and buy one between us. Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Here's a table. Sit yourselves down.
Hey, I'll get these.
No, you won't. This is my treat, Sally.
I'll have half a lager and lime, Mum.
Pint of bitter, please.
Pint of bitter, half a lager. Right.
Half a lager and
Come on, Kevin, do it.
Looks like we got no choice, doesn't it?
Get your tray.
I know she's been great helping out and all that,
But when is she gonna go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I knew myself. She talks like she's gonna be here forever.
I don't think it could stick here forever. In fact, I don't think it could stick another week.
Right, well, we better say something then.
It's your mum.
Yeah, I know that. It don't make it easier, Kev. It makes it harder.
Well, between you and me, Emily, the recorder's going through a very sticky patch. I mean, you only have to look at it. It doesn't carry half the adverts it used to.
This is because of the one the Gazette has launched?
Well, it'd be a bit of a coincidence if it wasn't.
What does Ken say?
Nothing. Not a word.
Is he not worried about it?
He might be. If he is, he's not telling me.
Perhaps he doesn't want you to worry.
Perhaps he doesn't want me to know. No, he seems to have decided the recorder's his world, and he wants to keep me well out of it.
Right, here we are.
Oh, lovely.
Thanks, Mum.
Now then, I've something to ask you both, and I want you to be honest with me.
What?
Well, I had your Auntie May on the phone this afternoon, and, well, I think she's beginning to feel a bit lost without me. Would you be able to manage if I got the next bus past to Scarborough tomorrow morning?
Mum, I'm sure we will be able to.
Well, we'll just have to, won't we?
Are you sure? Now, I don't want to feel I'm leaving you in the lurch.
Mum, you've done more than enough for us already.
What time are you going? I'll drop you off at the coach station.
Evening. Yeah, give us a pint and whatever the ladies desire, will ya?
I think I'll have a bottle of light.
I'll
have a bottle of light as well.
Two
We're
bottles of light.
celebrating, aren't we? Yeah. Celebrating the destruction of Mark Baldwin's sweatshop. All right, we might be out of a job, but, well, we've got his freedom, haven't we? What's more important?
Jobs.
Well, you would say that, you. All you would think about is money that I bring in. Well, I'll tell you something, I'm going to enjoy my freedom, I am that.
Right, when do I get mine? That's what I want to know.
Get us a box of matches, I've left my lighter at home.
You've seen who's across there, haven't you?
Yes, and he's perfectly entitled to be. So just ignore him, all right?
How's love life then, Curly?
Oh, it's going steady. Oh, yes, very steady indeed.
Wait, we've not got one?
No.
I've got one thing to say to you. If you think out about our Nicky like you pretend to do, you'll show it back. Keep him well away from his mother.
What is all this?
You heard me. You just keep away from her, will you? You animal.
Oh, come on, Max.
All right,
Come
I
on.
didn't want to come in here in the first place.
You do realise that lady just hit you?
Yeah, it was only once though, wasn't it? What's it on?
Double top.
Did you get what you wanted?
Yes.
Well, I don't see much shopping.
No, well, it wasn't shopping exactly. Rita, will you just leave that a minute, please? I've got something I have to tell you.
That sounds ominous.
Yes, well, I think you're going to find it a bit of a surprise. And promise me you won't be mad at me.
Go on.
I'm not going to Brighton now. I'm going to Manchester instead. Manchester Poly. Well, that's where I've been this afternoon. And that's why I was on the phone a lot this morning, you know, when you said you couldn't get through.
But why?
Because I want to. Because I'd rather go to Manchester than Brighton. I mean, it's no big mystery, honestly.
I don't believe you. There's something more to this.
No, I'd just rather go to Manchester. I mean, if nothing else, it'll save me packing because I don't have to move out. I can carry on living here.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Well, I've done it, haven't I? I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't want it, would I?
Oh.
Detective Sergeant Cripe. I'd just like a word, Mrs. Fairclough, if I may.
Come in.
Thank you. Me again. You've told Mrs. Fairclough, have you?
I was just about to.
Told me what?
There's been a date set for Alan Bradley's trial, October 18th. And of course, you'll be the main prosecution witness at that trial. So we'd just like to be sure that you'll be available and willing to testify.
Hey, Kane! We still haven't heard out, you know, from that rat Baldwin. He hadn't even bothered to answer that letter we sent him. Hey, yo! This is Weatherfield, you know, not Monaco Grand Prix. Not content with robbing you of a job. They want to run over you and all. Well, I'm glad you think that's funny.
No, it's not funny, Vera, sorry.
Well, are you going to print some or what?
Well, I'll look into it, OK?
Oh, you mean you'll go see him then?
That's what I thought.
Well, when you put it in the recorder, tell him about his jag and his new house, bought out of money that belongs to us. And you can quote me and all.
Well, leave it to me, Vera.
Great. Hey, girls will be dead chuffed when I tell them that Ken's behind us with paper.
Oh, the recorder's behind everybody these days, Vera, didn't you know? All you've got to do is lose your job. Well, come on, Ken. Better not keep your new employee waiting.
Oh, you look shattered.
It's tiring work.
Sitting on your backside in the filling station all night.
I didn't mean that.
Oh.
Well, these demanding older women.
Cheeky devil.
Do you miss me?
Especially last night.
Yeah? Where's the kids?
Pauline's been.
Has she? Well, shall we,
No, we shan't. I haven't the time. You haven't the energy.
Oof. All right, then. So make do with the coffee.
Martin.
Yeah?
Ivy knows
What does she know?
about us. She told me mum. My mum rang me wanting a chat. I thought it best to clear the air, so I went round there and had it out with her.
Oh, so you're the one to blame, then?
Blame for what?
Last night's frenzied attack.
What do you mean?
She had a go at me in the Rovers.
You didn't.
Oh. Just standing there in the Rovers and with Curly minding my own business. And she come up, smack. Straight down the shops.
She hit you?
Yeah, I'll say.
I don't believe it.
Well, I was quite surprised and all.
Right. That is it.
Hey, hang on.
Oh, she's gone too far.
Just calm down, Gail. It's not worth the bother. Just ignore her. I don't mind.
Well, I do. She can't go around hitting people just because what they do doesn't suit her.
Forget it. She'll come round.
Oh, she won't. She'll not give up now.
Well, neither will I. So that makes two of us. It'll take more than Ivy Brennan to put me off you.
That's what I said.
I'll get that.
She said what?
I said he was a rat.
Well, did you tell him he could quote you?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Ah, it could be libelous, could that, Vera?
What do you mean?
Baldwin, he could sue you for defamation of character.
Well, what's that when it's at home?
Telling lies in public.
Well, it's true. He is the rat. Everybody knows it.
Ah, yeah, but can you prove it, though? Because otherwise, he could take you to court, and if he wins, they award him damages. You'd have to pay him compensation.
Me? Pay him compensation? It doesn't want compensation. Are you serious? I mean, can he sue? Oh, you rotten devil, you're having me on.
Well, I won't dare print that. Baldwin had him for it once before.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to employment then.
Well, I thought if we get girls here for about 12 o'clock and then we get everything sorted out, all right?
Yeah. And when we get there, we get stuck in straight away from the shoulder, Ivy Brennan style.
What did you say?
I said from the shoulder, you know, Ivy Brennan.
I heard what you said. Now, just what do you think you mean by it, Vera?
It was just a joke.
Oh, you think so, do you, Vera?
Oh, come on, calm down, Ivy. Best you were off, Vera. Your Jack will be waiting for his toast.
Right, OK, then. See you back here at 12, then. And I'll pass word round to the girls.
You do that, Vera. And while you're at it, tell them that what happened at Rovers last night was my own business and nothing to do with anybody else, all right? And you can keep it shut and all.
You off?
Yes.
No breakfast?
I don't feel like any.
Right.
Here. Got you something.
Rita.
Oh, it's only a little something.
It's lovely, thanks.
Well, I thought it'd come in useful. Busy social life ahead.
I hope.
So, what goes on first day to Polly?
Meetings and more meetings, I suppose.
Oh, you'll have somewhere to write them down now.
Yes. Well, I best be off.
I hope you've made the right decision.
I think I have. Hey, can you take care of yourself? Do you hear me? And don't worry.
I give the advice in this house.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
We'll get through it together, Rita.
You're a good girl, Jenny. You know that. Just you don't turn into one of them yuppies.
See you.
365. Yes, I've got that, but you might prefer a box number, Mr. McMichael. It is more expensive, yes, but it's well worth the extra if you're worried about being bothered. Good. That's fine. Oh, I think you're very wise. Well, just leave it up to us. We'll invoice you, and it'll appear in this week's edition. Yeah. Bye.
Like shelling peas with you, isn't it? 2 minutes on that phone and they're eating out of your hand.
Well, it's my speciality, remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember. And what's more, I'd like to say the council's loss is the recorder's gain.
Thank you, kind sir.
My pleasure.
And in response, I'd like to say that I'm very happy to be here.
What is it, then? The sparkling wit?
I'd say the lunches.
Is that a hint?
Can the kitty stand another?
Oh, as long as you're not spent it all on potted plants.
Look, I grew that in my own front room.
I know. And it looks great. No, really. You've transformed the place.
Just tell me if I go too far.
I shouldn't worry about that. Right, well, see you at the wine bar then? Say, 1?
Where are you if anybody rings?
Weatherfield Docks, seeing a man about redundancies.
Go for the jugular.
Bye.
Oh, gee, those things always happen when you least expecting them. I mean, there I was at the Rovers, all settled for a Betty's special. And my goodness, you have to be desperate for one of those. Mind you, it's a welcome change from being in that cafe all day long. When the phone rings and it's Terry and he's talking G&Ts and country pubs. So there am I, my legs in ladders. Still, problem solved, on my way. Life's never dull. Oh, she's such a silly woman. I didn't know you felt that strongly. Oh, prattling on without a thought for what she's saying, and you all worried about Alan and the trial. Well,
she wasn't to know.
Oh, she wouldn't care anyway.
Well, it's nice to know somebody does.
I'm always here if you want me.
Thanks, Mavis.
Well, I know how difficult it must be for you just when everything seems settled.
Well, I always knew it had to come. It's just that, to be truthful, I had him tried and convicted months ago. All that were in my mind. This'll be in full view of the public. Not very nice, is it? Having a mistake and lives paraded in front of everybody, including the press.
Folk round here'll see you through.
And Jenny, I hope. To be honest, Mavis, I wish she'd gone to Brighton now, got right away from this mess. I mean, a young kid like that, you know, with looks and personality, she should be making the most of her opportunities.
At least she's got you here.
Will that be enough?
You lost as well.
I've been lost for about 20 minutes.
It's like a maze. I'm looking for environmental studies.
Oh, so am I.
Oh, thank God. I was dreading being the one that walked in late.
I think there'll be a few of us.
Yeah. It's fast.
I'm Jenny Bradley. Pleased to meet you.
Kate Winterman.
You're not from round here, are you?
No way. I wanted a good 100 miles between me and my parents.
Environmental studies.
There's only one way to find out.
What she said, keep you cool. That's good, coming from battling Ivy Brennan, innit?
Hey, did you see it then?
Oh, give him one right across his chops.
Hey, let's see if we can't rile her up today, eh?
Hey, you're supposed to transfer for enemy.
What's going on? We're off to the job centre to see about our redundancy pay. We haven't heard from Mr. Baldwin yet, though.
Well, exactly. And we're not gonna do. That's what I think.
Give it time.
We haven't got time.
No, some of us haven't got savings we can draw out.
Not like some we could mention.
I don't think going down there like this is going to help.
Look, it's a democratic decision, Emily. Now, are you with us?
In principle, I am, Ivy. I mean, I agree, someone's responsible for our predicament. But as to whom?
Oh, we don't care who, as long as they shell out.
Can you come in? I'm sorry. No.
No, but I bet you'll take the money when it comes, won't you?
Oh, come on, dear, let's go.
Well, she's like a wet wheat, that one.
God, I knew she wouldn't come. Ivy,
Well,
I want a word.
I can't talk to you, girl.
Now or never.
Look, you go on and I'll catch you up, all right? Right, let's have it.
Best inside, I would have said.
Well?
This won't take long, Ivy.
Then why didn't you say it in street?
I didn't think you want your neighbours to hear what I'm going to tell you.
Just what is it you are going to tell me, girl?
I know you hit Martin.
Yes, and he had it coming.
Oh, did he? Well, you hear this, Ivy, and you hear it well. What Martin and I do is none of your business.
That's just where you're wrong, girl. Those children are my business. And I'm not having anybody upsetting them, neither you nor your fancy man.
The only one that's going to be upsetting them, Ivy, is you. You and your nasty narrow-mindedness. Which is why I'm telling you to keep away.
What do you mean, keep away?
You stay away from my house. You stay away from my children until you can behave like a rational human being. Maybe then I'll review the situation.
Well. If it isn't Weatherfield's answer to Lord Beaverbrook, or is it Lord Snowdon? But then you don't go in for titles, do you, Ken? Only headliners.
Nice round here, isn't it?
Yeah, smashing.
Expensive.
See any factory workers?
Good place to go to ground.
It has its compensations. You hang on a minute. This is an interview.
Do you object?
No, I'm flattered. Do you want a picture?
Yeah, why not?
Evil speculator in opulent surroundings, eh?
Don't you feel bad about Ivy and the girls?
Of course I do. Wouldn't you?
So, why don't you cough up with their redundancy money then?
I would, if it was my responsibility.
If it's not your responsibility, whose is it?
No comment.
But don't you have any sense of moral responsibility?
Why should I? What I did was perfectly legal. Right, photo call over. There's still some daylight left for me to go and cause more chaos amongst the unsuspecting population, which no doubt you'll be writing about.
Be sure of that.
You just watch what you say then. Careless talk costs lives.
I'm not prepared to talk to you all at once.
Yeah, well, it's all right for you, isn't it? Sat there on your big fat pension. Yeah. We've lost us jobs. We're owed money. So are we going to get it or what?
Yeah, you try and live it off the dole for a bit and see how you like it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, you
Well,
don't
can't
look
you just pay us and get it off whoever it is? I mean, we don't know who's responsible, do we?
Look, I can't hear you all at once. It's just not possible. All right, now, one of you. Which is it to be? Contrary to everything you believe about me and this place, we do care. And we have investigated responsibility in your case. It's quite clear that Mr. Baldwin sold the factory as a going concern. Now, the new owner, Mr. Morris Jones, is entirely responsible for any redundancy payments you may be owed.
What do you mean, maybe owed? There's no doubt about it.
Look, we can't act on your behalf. May I suggest you contact the new owner, and if you get no change out of him, take your case to an industrial tribunal.
But there's no doubt Jones is the one.
No doubt at all.
Right, that's it. Let's go.
I do support their cause, Deirdre, as any reasonable person would. In fact, I stand to gain if they win. I just don't like the way they're going about it.
Disgusting the way them women act.
Well, sometimes you've got to shout to be heard, Phyllis.
In that case, why does everyone always ignore Vera Duckworth?
Some people don't.
Anybody who would with any sense.
Oh, some of us haven't got much sense, Phyllis.
Anyway, don't feel too bad about it. You're not the only one who hasn't gone.
Well, she's only fighting back at you. I warned you not to interfere.
Yes, but to bar me from them kiddies, Don.
I don't know, that's low.
You don't know Gail.
All right, then. Apologise for hitting him.
Over my dead body.
You see, you're both as bad as each other.
How can you say that, Don? It's her that struck up with somebody half her age.
Look, try and see it her way, love.
No chance.
Well, all right, then. You'll have to sit it out. See who breaks first.
Well, it won't be me, I can tell you that.
Very much.
Hiya, stranger. Hiya. What you joined?
Nothing yet.
Hey! Fancy free-fall parachuting?
No, thank you.
Could be allowed.
Could be fatal.
Well, hello. We meet again. Stuart Haley. Lost on the steps? Environmental studies?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
I can see I made a lasting impression.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit zonked out today.
Yeah, me as well. Look, how do you fancy a sit down and a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go.
What, right now?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Oh, come on, Jenny, just 10 minutes.
Really, I've got to go, really.
How about later then? All go for a drink, maybe?
Yeah, great idea.
Another time, eh?
That's a shame.
Well, I'll see you later. See you.
Yeah, okay.
Bye, Jenny.
Still here, Dan?
Been here an hour.
What are they after?
Dunno.
There's a little cracker at the back there.
So what do we do then?
Ivy'd know. But Ivy's not here, is she? She's not at home neither. So that's about as much juice as a wet piece of string, isn't it?
Well, we should go over there and ask to see him.
But what's the point? His car's not there.
Well, ask the foreman then, he might know.
Yeah, Margie's right. Oh, come on.
Hey, watch out, boss. Stand by your guns. The peasants are revolting.
Hey, I heard that. And we're not peasants neither. So unless you want your teeth spattered all over this floor, you want to keep that thick.
Don't shoot missiles, I'm unarmed.
What's all this then? Hey, are you in charge?
Well, what if I am?
Well, we want to see Morris Jones.
He's a busy man.
Well, we're busy and all. But we still want to see him, so where can we find him?
I haven't got a clue. Now, if you don't mind, this is a hazardous area. My lad's eyesight's not what it was.
I'd hate to see you get run over by a 10-ton truck.
That's intimidation, Natty.
Oh, let's go. We'll get no out of him.
Can I put the hands down now?
We'll see, Morris John.
Come in useful, did it?
Yeah, it's great for timetabling.
Well, it looks as if you're going to be busy.
Not too busy to come home.
Now, I don't want you thinking you've got to keep me company. I want you to enjoy yourself.
I will do. I've already made some friends today.
Well, that's good.
There's Kate, she comes from Essex, and Stuart.
Stuart, eh? Oh.
He's on my course.
Well, I'm glad. It's nice to make new friends. I didn't know whether you were coming back to eat or what, so it's grab what you can get, I'm afraid.
That's all right.
Did you have any lunch?
I had a pizza.
That's enough?
I haven't felt very hungry, Rita.
No, me neither. So, we might as well get something down as now. Well, how was life at the Poly? Have you made the right decision?
I think so, yeah.
Only think?
Rita, to be honest with you, I've had other things on my mind.
Yeah, me and all.
I'm sorry, I can't face this.
No.
It's me dad.
I know.
Just giving evidence. I mean, I'm his daughter, Rita. And whatever he's done, or hasn't done, what I say inside that court could send him away for years. How am I going to live with that?
Quite enough. I can't hear it that low.
There must be something wrong with your ears. Go and wash your hands, go on. Tea's nearly ready. Terrible record, anyway.
It's Martin's.
Then he's got just about as much taste as you have.
Hey, heard that.
Well, it's not good for him that loud.
Well, I didn't saw him play it that loud.
I know you didn't.
What's that for?
Anything you like.
I ain't talking.
Nicky!
Yeah, let me know.
What?
You deaf.
What?
What you say?
I said, are you deaf?
No,
Well, you couldn't hear me, could you?
because of the music.
Exactly, and that's what it's like when you're deaf. You can't hear what people say properly. And listening to your music that loud, I'll send you deaf. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Go and wash your hands, the pair of you. Go on. Go and wash your hands with your brother. There you go.
You're a natural, do you know that?
Well, I'm a novelty. Wait till the novelty wears off.
It won't, not with me.
Oh, no.
No.
What's this? I think I'll phone in sick tonight.
You don't get to work, I'm not keeping no man.
And I thought you loved me.
I do.
Hey, wash your hands. So, there'd be a picture of the girls outside the site up top, and underneath another picture of Baldwin surrounded by opulent cigar in hand, you know, and the caption, perfectly legal, question mark.
Ken Barlow strikes another blow for freedom.
Well, I like to think so, yeah. 2 halves of lager, please, Jack.
Are you sure it's just the girls' welfare you're interested in?
Well, what else, apart from a good story?
Revenge, perhaps?
Look, love, he needs nailing.
Well, somebody does. It might not be Baldwin, though, but I'm sure you've thought of that.
If you mean Jones, I have.
Yeah, it's just that you don't seem to be pursuing him with the same amount of enthusiasm. But I don't suppose that's got anything to do with the hefty advert he places with you every week, has it?
No, if you're insinuating I'm easing up on Jones just because he's a client, you're way off target.
Don't mention that name too loud, not at the moment. He's not that popular here.
Well, not surprised the mess he's making.
Oh, it's not that, love. The girls have found out this afternoon it's Jones that owns them the money, not Mike Baldwin, after all. Thanks, Kim.
Look, it's no use fanning around. We go in there with both guns blazing.
Well, that woman down at Job Centre said we've been treated badly.
Illegally, that's what she said. We should have had 12 weeks' notice.
Well, nobody gave me 12 weeks' notice.
Well, nobody gave us 12 days' notice. What do you say, Ivor?
Well, won't geese, but then again, worries.
I think we should find out where he lives. Bang on the door, and when he answers, grab him.
Oh. Don't really think that's a very good idea, Vera.
Oh, what would you know? You weren't even there.
I heard what happened.
Yes, second hand. It's all right, come in with suggestions, yeah, when everybody else has done all the dirty work.
There'll be more dirty work to do, I'm sure. But if we stand a chance of winning anything, we have to do it properly.
We? What do you mean, we? Who asked for your advice?
I'm giving it all the same, Vera. I'm as involved as any of you.
Now, hang on a minute.
No, you hang on, Vera. Let Emily speak.
Well, she wasn't even there.
Well, shut up, Vera.
Go on, Emily.
If we're going to get anywhere at all, we need a strategy. We need a plan of action. It's no good ranting on like some demented mob. We'll soon lose everyone's support. Now, here's what I suggest we do.
Hey, I tell you, there aren't half some weirdos go there. Hey, there's this one girl, and she looks like a cross between Morticia and a bag lady. She wears black skirts down to her ankles. She's got a dead white face and wears loads of ethnic bangles. Hey, and there's this fella there. He keeps coming up to me and gazing meaningfully into my eyes and saying I've got to internalise if I want to find my inner self.
Oh. Well, they're just going through a phase. They want to be different. We've all done it.
Mind you, they're doing a combined drama and psychology course. Most of our lot are dead ordinary like me.
Hey, you're not ordinary.
No, I'm not, am I? Must be the only one there with a dad about to stand trial for attempted murder.
Everybody's got skeletons in the cupboard, love.
Rita, I try and forget when I'm there. Sometimes I manage it for half an hour and then it comes back and zaps me.
Then zap it right back. Jenny, your dad's mistakes have mucked up his life. Don't let them muck up yours. Hey, Emily, where you going?
To open discussions, I hope.
Hey, well, wait for us.
Yeah, we're on fire.
Hey, quick, Emily Twin said she's going to see Jones. I don't trust her not to make a muck of it on her Todd.
Oh, leave her to it, Vera. I've got enough to worry about.
Look, don't you want your redundancy, or what? Are you just going to let him get away with it?
Oh, all right. I don't know what you expect me to do, though.
Right.
Oh, hang on. I'm not coming like this.
Oh. Could I have a word with Mr. Jones, please?
Who wants him?
Mrs. Bishop.
Oh, aye. What about?
I don't really think that's any concern of yours. Just tell Mr. Jones Mrs. Bishop would like a word with him, please.
Sorry, love, no can do. Take no notice. I know his type is just a top job worth.
Please leave this to me, Mr. Sutton.
Gladly. Not so much with the back answers. Just do as the lady says. Tell Jones she wants to see him.
If Mr. Jones was here, I might, but as he's not, I can't. Savvy?
When will he be back then?
Mr. Sugden, please. When are you expecting him?
When I see him. He's a busy man, unlike some.
All right. I'll wait.
Right, cop. We'll wait with you.
I'll be back as soon as I finish my tour of duty and tell him he's got me to answer to if he gives you any more lip.
So when do we get the power of the press on our side, then?
Shut up, Vera. We don't want making a spectacle of ourselves.
Spectacle? I'd dance conga naked through Piccadilly Gardens if I thought he'd get us grass.
I still believe the way forward is through civilised negotiation.
Men like Jones don't negotiate. They feed you through a mincer first, then ask questions later.
Are you going to do a piece on it?
Well, if and when there are some developments.
I don't know how you can be so calm. It makes me shake with anger that anybody can get up to dirty tricks like that.
Oh, you won't get away with it. Not if Emily and a little band of militants have their way. No, if I was Maurice Jones, I'd head for the fallout shelter.
It's not funny, Ken. I think it's diabolical the way they've been treated.
Yeah, I agree, love. No, I really do. But be fair, they haven't even talked to Jones yet. I mean, I can't go screaming outrage all over the recorder when he might be going to settle the whole thing perfectly amicably.
Oh, yeah, and he might give them the money wrapped round a bunch of red roses.
Look, love, I'm trying to behave like a responsible journalist.
I never knew that meant sitting on the fence. I mean, whatever happened to publish and be damned, Ken?
Stop that. He thinks it's a fly.
Leave him alone. Brain you. Pulling my feather duster to pieces. Come on, school.
Why is he asleep?
Because he's tired. He's been working all night.
Why doesn't he go to bed then?
He will do when he gets home.
He could go in your bed. He did last time.
Oh, come on, you'll be late.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Good morning.
Mrs. Bishop. Look, see, he's no idea who she is. Mr. Baldwin's assistant we met when you came to the factory.
Oh, hi. Nice to bump into you again, Mrs.
Bishop, I'd like a word with you, please, Mr. Jones, on behalf of my colleagues on the workforce.
Yeah, and it's not a polite word neither.
Take it as Baldwin's workforce you're referring to.
That's right.
And it's damn all to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. Since you took over the factory, lock, stock and barrel, including the employees.
I doubt that, love. No more factory, no more jobs. As simple as that.
These women haven't been demolished, Mr. Jones. They're not a heap of rubble you can sweep your bulldozers over. They're still very much here, and they've got rights.
Look, I've no time just now. Why don't you make an appointment with my secretary? There's a good girl. Sid?
Well, at least we've made a start. A start, may I? It's bobbing her off.
Oh, give her a chance, Vera.
Look, we're wasting our time here. There's only one language pigs like that understand, and it's a short, sharp kick in the what-nots.
I wonder if the diplomatic corps knew what they missed when they lost Marge Butler to packing.
Here, kid, listen, there's this new brasserie opening tonight. Free plonk, free nibby bits, and all the fellas you can flirt with. Do you fancy coming? Do you know I hate going to those things on my own?
Sorry, I've already got a date.
You are seeing somebody. I knew it.
I thought you might.
Oh, yeah, you can't keep things from Gypsy Rose Sedgwick. I've seen that spark in your eye. Well, is he rich? Is he unattached? And has he got a brother?
No, yes, no.
Well, I suppose 1 out of 3 is not bad. Well, who is it then? Do I know him?
Yeah.
Illumina, it's like pulling teeth.
It's Martin.
Martin who?
Martin Platt.
That spotty kid. Jenny's Martin. Oh, you're having me on. Come on, who is it?
It's right, Alma. I'm seeing Martin. He might be younger than me. He's kind, caring, funny. Makes me laugh.
Oh, what can I say?
Well, you can say you understand, which is more than most people.
I take it you mean Ivy.
And me, ma'am.
Well, I can see why they wouldn't be over the moon at the idea.
I suppose that's what most folk will say when it gets out.
Well, I mean, does it have to get out? I mean, can't you be discreet about it for as long as it lasts?
No, Alma. I've done enough pretending. If I think enough of Martin to have an affair with him, then I owe it him to be open about it. Besides, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Do you know, for a little slip of a thing, you haven't half got guts, lady. I wish I had half as much.
She didn't mean it, Ivy. I mean, you know how touchy she is these days.
Oh, she meant it all right. She said I haven't got to visit them after having know what to do with them. I mean, those 2 kids are my whole life, Audrey. They're all I've got left of Brian.
Do you know, I could strangle that Martin causing us all this trouble. I wouldn't mind, but it's probably just a bit of fun for him. I mean, they're like that at that age, aren't they?
It's not fair to put all blame on him, is it? It takes 2 to tango, and Gail is old enough to know better.
Yeah, well, that's what we've got to count on. That her natural common sense will come to the rescue and show her what a fool she's being.
And how long will that take, then? Weeks? Months? And meanwhile, I don't get to see my grandchildren.
Personally, I don't give it longer than a fortnight, so hang on in there, see if I'm not right.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing, Hop? It's just finished a night shift. I didn't get to bed last 6.
I am up because I was wakened up by an horde of yattering women. Sounds like a blooming parrot house.
Oh, love, I'm sorry. I give Vera a kiss, but I told her to be quiet.
Telling Vera to be quiet is like Canute telling Tide not to come in. I mean, what the hell are they doing there?
Well, it's a meeting to sort out what we're going to do when Henry sees Jones.
Well, why can't they use her place? I mean, or Vera's.
Don, I told them they could use our house. Now, are you coming? You're supposed to be supporting us.
Well, I'd support you a lot better if I could get a decent night's kip.
Oh, poor old Ivy. I must admit she's got quite enough on her plate right now. That flipping daughter of mine, do you know, she's so headstrong. I don't know where she gets it from, Don. I don't honestly.
Yeah, I'm going for a pay.
Oh, right.
Vera? Right, now we're all here. Let's get cracking, eh?
Well, I thought we were waiting for Emily.
Look, she knows where we are and she can't get here on time. That's her lookout, isn't it?
Yeah, but she's the one that's going to speak to him.
Oh, look, give us that number.
Yeah.
She'll not get through. I know his sort. Well, he won't make a wet lettuce out of me, I'll tell you that, Maurice Jones. Oh, hello. Could I speak to Mr. Jones' secretary, please? Oh, could I make an appointment to see Mr. Jones? Well, it's a business matter, you know. What do you mean you have to know? It's private, love. Look, I could be his fancy piece. Oh. It was his mother-in-law.
I'm sorry I'm late, but you'll be glad to hear it's all fixed.
What is?
An appointment to see Mr. Jones.
Do you mean you've made one?
Yes, that's why I'm so late. I've just telephoned his secretary, as requested, and I'm seeing him at 2:30 this afternoon. Oh. Now, shall we get down to the finer points of what I'm to say?
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Deirdre. I thought you were Ken back.
Are you settling in all right, then?
Very well, thank you. I'm enjoying it.
Not missing the council too much?
Not at all. I certainly don't miss all the bitching and backbiting.
Oh, hello then.
You said you'd do a piece as soon as there were some developments. Well, Emily's going to see Jones this afternoon.
Oh, that's a step in the right direction.
Oh, come on, you can't really believe that. He's just going to dump her and the girls exactly the same way Baldwin did.
You're presuming a lot.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm not, I want your promise that you're going to back us up.
Us?
Well, I'm with them. I think they've been monstrously treated, and I want to do everything I can to help. No, it's all right. Come on. So, you're going to cover the piece, then?
Well, at the moment, there isn't a story to cover. You just said yourself they're still negotiating. I mean, why anticipate disaster?
Because I know how these people operate. And if you're being honest, so do you. So if it comes to a showdown, I want to know that we're ready to fight back with everything we've got.
Quite a crusader, isn't she?
Snowman? Copper?
Ivy's been round.
Oh, yes.
Well, she told me about your little set too. Do you know, I think you're wrong, Gail.
Well, I don't. Ivy's got no right poking her nose into Gail's affairs. If Gail wants a fling with young Martin, that's nobody's business but her own.
How does she know?
I told her.
Who else have you told?
Nobody. Yet.
You amaze me, Gail, honestly. I would have thought you'd have had some pride.
Ma'am, I've done nothing I'm ashamed of. Martin and me are both free agents. Our relationship isn't hurting anybody else.
It's hurting Ivy. And for once, I'm on her side. Do you know, quite frankly, until you see sense, I wouldn't count on me to come running when you want a babysitter. Or anything else, for that matter.
I have an appointment to see Mr. Jones.
Right.
Just her.
Say, Nate.
She'll be a while, look. No point in hanging about. Come to the pub for a drink.
No, not me. I'm waiting with girls. Come on, Emily.
Suit yourself.
There's no getting away from it. You've got to admire the woman.
Why do I?
Joan of Arc, Mrs. Pankhurst, Baudelaire, she's cast in the same mould. A fighter for her cause.
You're hallucinating, man. She must have been putting something in your bedtime cocoa.
I'll tell you this, Mrs. Bishop will not rest till she gets justice done.
Well, personally, I don't think it's very becoming in a lady.
What's not?
Well, all this militancy. A woman should be able to get what she wants by using her natural feminine charms.
Hiya. So what's the news from the battlefront?
Not a lot. Take it you've still not found yourself a job, then?
No, he's not. He's making a flaming career out of going for interviews.
Stop being snide, you. It's not easy trying to find the right kind of thing.
Well, he shouldn't be a flaming pussy, should he?
How is he, fussy?
Well, what's wrong with going over there and getting his hands dirty for a start?
You're not seriously suggesting that he should work for the bloke who chucked our wives on scrap heap, are you?
I don't see why not. And once the girls get sorted out, his brass is as good as anybody's.
I wouldn't be ashamed to be a labourer. It's just not what I did all that studying for.
Oh, what did you do it for, then? Sitting on your bum all day in my house reading my paper, was it?
Why is he getting at you?
Because he's the only one in the household who's working for a change. Moral superiority is a novel experience for Jacko. I let it go over my head.
Any more lip out of you won't be the only thing that's going over your head, sunshine.
Oh, God, I hate all this aggro. You know, it's all that trouble across the road that's causing it. It's affecting everybody's temper. I wish we could just get back to normal.
You're not the only one, sweetheart. Here, give us a final.
I presume you've spoken to Baldwin about this?
Naturally, we went to him first.
And he didn't want to know.
He said that as he'd sold the factory to you as a going concern, you were responsible for any subsequent staff payments.
Rubbish.
I might also add that we've been to see the people at the Employment Office, and they take a very dim view of the situation. The girls haven't been given the statutory 12 weeks notice of redundancy, so officially, they've not even been made redundant.
But 12 weeks ago, Lord Baldwin was in charge. If he knew he was selling, it was up to him to make sure his workers didn't suffer, right?
The point is, he didn't.
And have you asked yourself why not? It was his responsibility. He was the one they grafted for all these years, not me.
Well, morally, perhaps I agree with you, but
So
as
because
the
he fell
situation
down, you're trying to
stands-
land me with a packet of stinking fish.
It's your responsibility. You have an obligation to those women out there.
Wrong, love. I have an obligation to my business. As far as I'm concerned, I bought a building, I paid for it, fair and square, end of matter. If somewhere along the line they've been left out on a limb, it's tough, but it's now to do with me.
That's not what the law says.
Well, I don't see any bobbies knocking me door down, do you?
The employment people are certainly investigating the matter.
Fine. Any queers have got to be happy for them to talk to my lawyers.
And I bet they'll have a smart answer for every question.
What I pay them for, Mrs. Bishop.
And what about those women out there? They can't afford to pay for any fancy lawyers to fight for them. All they've got is right on their side.
And they've got nothing to worry about, have they? And now, if you excuse me, I've got some work to do. Can you open the gate for Mrs. Bishop?
I should have looked some places.
Well, I'm afraid we've got a fight on our hands.
I knew it. And who should get nowhere is what's all over her.
Oh, but Nick, give her a chance.
I suppose you'd have gone in there and thumped him. A fat lot of good that had done your cause.
Well, what's Pollyanna done for us, with her civilised negotiations? Sweet Fanny Adams, that's what.
Yeah, sweet Effie, that's what.
We might have lost the battle, but we've by no means lost the war.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
Could I have a word? Yeah, of course you can. Come on through.
It's just that I've heard they've set a date for Alan's trial.
Yes, October the 18th. Sit down, love.
Oh, thanks. Only, well, I just want to say, I hope he gets everything he deserves.
Thank you.
And that, oh, you know, Alf and me are here if you should want us.
Well, I appreciate that, thank you.
How's Jenny taking it?
Well, putting a brave face on. In many ways, you know, it's worse for her than it is for me.
Oh, come on, Rita. Now, you went to hell and back because of that swine.
But he's her dad. Plus, it's a lousy way to start a new life at a college with this hanging over, isn't it?
Still, she's a bright girl. She'll be all right. Do you know, I sometimes wish my Gail had taken up a career instead of getting married and having kids when she was still just a kid herself.
Audrey, would you like a drink?
I'd love one.
Hello, I'm back. Anybody home?
Hello! Hiya. Hey, we're all in the garden digging up worms for supper.
You're not.
Well, worms in brown sauce, that's what his lordship ordered when I picked him up from school.
You meant spaghetti bolognese, and well, you know it.
Jenny's turned up for the chat.
See? It's all right, Martin, I'll go.
That's all right, you just got here.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have come. It was a bit tactless.
Well, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about being tactful. I just needed a friend to talk to.
Just told her her dad's trial's in 3 weeks.
Sorry, Jenny, I didn't know. I thought you'd...
What? That I'd come round here to dig the dirt and have a quiet snigger at you? Yeah, well, I've news for you, missus. Nobody's that interested in what you get up to. Some of us have got more important things to worry about.
Are you frightened of Maurice Jones?
Don't be ridiculous.
Is it ridiculous? He's a big advertiser, a wheeler dealer with powerful contacts. And presumably he could do the Recorder a lot of damage if he chose to.
Well, presumably he could.
Is that what's stopping you printing this? Profit before principle?
Look, at the moment, you've only got Emily's side of the story.
Then get his side, damn it. You can put him on the spot like she can't. Look, at least go to see him. Ask him point blank what the score is. And then if he and Baldwin are just ducking out and leaving the girls to rot, then surely to God you've got your story.
By Gunpowder's plotters. They'd have nothing on that lot.
Tell you what, love, if Alvira had a way, that Jones would be tarred, feathered and run out of town on a rail by now.
And so he should be. The man's a pirate. No conscience, no morals, no principles.
Yeah, that's why he's rich and I'm poor.
Hey, not all rich people are villains. Man I'm going to marry won't be.
I wouldn't care, but all that cattling, and I bet they don't lay a decent egg between them.
Right. Well, we behave like ladies and we've tried the kid gloves approach and it's got us nowhere.
Right.
So it's time we move into phase 2. Are we all agreed? Right. Definitely, Emily.
Hello there. How's it going?
All right.
That's the ticket. Is she in?
She's in the lounge.
Hello.
Here I am doing well with Robert's family. What is this, visit a poor soul day?
Well, Audrey was concerned.
Yes, I know. And it was good of her to come. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, no.
Drop a scotch?
Ah, go on then. Just a wee one. No, the trouble with my wife is, you know, she tends to err on the side of optimism.
Not a bad fault.
No, but I gather she was saying that Bradley's likely to be put away for years.
She said he'd probably get his just desserts. I don't see out wrong with that. Cheered me up a lot.
Ah, that's what bothers me. So, look, you don't want to put too much weight on what Audrey says, you know. Nor me either, for that matter. We're none of us experts on the law.
Well, we don't have to be. It's an open and shut case. He hasn't got a leg to stand on.
Yeah, well, the defence lawyers aren't going to see it like that, love. They're going to pull every dirty trick they can to discredit your evidence, and young Jenny's, and Martin's. That's what they're there for.
Well, they can do what they like. We shall just be telling the truth.
Yes, I know that, love, but sometimes, unfortunately, the truth is not enough. Look, I didn't come here to worry you, love, but you've got to be on your mettle. You don't seem to realise Bradley is going to put up one hell of a fight, and you're going to have to be prepared to fight back with everything it takes.
I must say, I enjoy my nights off. I think I'll pack in work altogether. I've nothing but nights off. What do you think?
Martin, about Jenny.
It's all right, we don't have to talk about it. She shouldn't have turned up. Finish.
What else could she do? She needed a friend, poor kid.
Just forget about it, I'm sure she has.
Yeah, well, I wasn't annoyed because Jenny was here.
Huh?
I wasn't going to tell you, but my mum came to the cafe today.
So?
She said until I started to see sense, she was on Ivy's side.
Oh, that's a turn-up.
That until I ended our relationship, she wanted nothing more to do with me.
She don't mean it.
She does, you know. Never seen her more determined.
Ivy, yeah. I've always given Audrey more credit than that. What's brought all this on all of a sudden?
Because I told Alma about us. Don't like it going public. Sees it as sort of making it official.
Well, had to happen sooner or later, I suppose. Well, it's a bit of a facer, isn't it, love? Hmm? What do you want me to do?
What do I want you to do?
Yeah, sling me up. I will do if that's what you want. The last thing I want is for you to start arguing with your mother. I know how fond you are of her.
Fond of you as well.
Hmm?
No right to blackmail me. It's my life. Damn well make my own decisions.
Right. So what is your decision then, Titch? Hmm?
We